Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's good to be back. It's good to be back as always with my boys here talking about some crazy ass shit going on in the world. And listen, if you think that you're having a bad week, well, you could be living in hurricane country right now. So be thankful about that shit.
So we had a hurricane not that long ago. We have another one coming, right? And another tropical storm. Was it a bunch of weather?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it just the one that got downgraded over California?
Well, it's the season for that type of shit.
Oh, okay. Well, while we stand with our Florida brethren, let's say hello to Big Rig Nick Utab.
Glad to begin this wonderful Thursday night with all of you wonderful people.
And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
Yeah, I guess I'm glad to be here too.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Don't get too excited, damn it. Calm down.
Well,
You might break something.
Just a lot of things going on, guys.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
But
folks,
I did complete the 1986 Topps baseball collection because the Topps traded set showed up in the mail today, and I was very happy.
Ooh, nice.
And as a kid, my favorite baseball player besides Jack Clark was Todd Zeile, and I got an autographed Todd Zeile 2000 World Series baseball signed by Todd Zeile. So, I'm reliving my childhood. I'm enjoying all that time and everything that I got by just filling in holes with baseball merchandise.
I was say I love to fill in holes too. But I wanted to ask you, Kendo, how close are you to a complete set of your 1980s St. Louis Police Department baseball card set?
That was actually 1992, and I've got the whole set.
Okay.
It's in a box somewhere back at Camp Kendo, but yep.
Oh, man. The audience is definitely remembering the whole baseball card thing. That was probably the funniest thing you've ever said on the show, folks. If you haven't heard that clip, Kendo explains in great detail exactly what we're talking about. So that's why we are the highlight of your Thursday night. Never miss us.
The clip was the best part because you found footage from the Arnold, Missouri Police Department, which was amazing. And when you were put the picture up of a guy hitting a home run, it was Jack Clark. I'm like, holy shit! How did he? I don't think I ever remember mentioning as a little kid that he was my favorite until he got traded. And I lost my mind. And then I got Todd Zeile as my favorite because he was a catcher just like me. And then after he got traded, I lost my mind. And then I got super jaded and never had a favorite player after that.
Of course you're a catcher.
Yeah. It's an important position. You're like the general in the infield. Why you got to be a fucking pervert about it, Nick? Just because you're unathletic doesn't mean you have to go there. Jackson boy.
Ooh. Sorry, I didn't play baseball.
The only thing you played with was your two balls.
So I didn't play baseball. Holy shit, Grandpa. You going to get over it? Or are we going to talk about this shit at Thanksgiving?
Kendo's is getting old, and he's one of those guys like, I could have been great at baseball. I could have been awesome. Yeah, well, shit,
I might have been. I was pretty decent at it.
I bet you were.
I could have been a contender.
I mean, I could have thrown a football over the mountains. I mean, if the coach would have put me in, at state, we'd have won, and I'd be in a hot tub right now with my soulmate.
Right. Goddamn poke high.
Well, Dion, you were pretty athletic, right?
Yeah. I mean, I still am. Jesus Christ, man. You ain't got to fucking act like we're in the fucking grave yet. But
yeah, dude, I was fucking dropping dimes on the fucking first team D today at football practice because our Scout O's quarterback didn't know what he was doing.
Well, of course not. I mean, that's why you're there. Yeah, man. I'm multi-sport guy. Then obviously, being in the fucking martial arts and shit. I wouldn't say I was the best dude athletically in the school, but I dare say top five.
Well, would you say... Oh, shit, I don't even know what I was going to say after that. Would you say you're the WCBS security guard, since you're all martial arted out?
Officer. Security guard is insulting. Security guard is like contract, you need a job, you got to make child support payments. I'm a professional, baby. Security officer, you dig?
Oh,
wait, I'm confused. Is he a professional at making child support payments? I got kind of confused by his statement there.
I mean, luckily I don't have to do that yet. But, hey,
I like how you're prepared to do it just in case.
Just got to hang on for like what?
It happens.
It's like another, what, like 10 years you got to hang on to that, and then you can just boot it and say, all right, good. No child support payments for me.
I can't remember the comedian's name. Real skinny black dude, which makes his jokes funny because he's so skinny. But again, comedians, you don't know how much of it is true. But the dude apparently, in high school, knocked up a lesbian the first time he ever had sex, and then his son got into crypto, so he was borrowing money from his son to pay his child support.
Whoa, hold on.
Like, I hope that doesn't happen to my black ass.
Oh, he said it. We need a My Black Ass button for every time that comes up organically.
Yeah.
So hold on. Can I have a little clarification? A guy got a lesbian pregnant the first time he had sex, but then his child paid with support with crypto? Because I'm lost.
Yes.
That's how I heard it.
That's the general consensus.
How is that kid earning cryptocurrency to pay for his own child support?
Well, the kid's grown now. So not technically grown, but he was like 17, 18 or whatever, and he used birthday money or something to get it. So he made a bunch of money in the crypto boom early on, and he was saying that he borrowed money from his son to pay his child support out. So,
So he basically borrowed money from his son to pay his son?
Yeah.
Legally?
Technically.
Okay.
Yeah,
pay the mom technically.
Yeah, I mean, and that almost could be considered fraud, but not entirely. I don't know.
Right. There's a lot of gray area there.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray area there.
Well, folks, tonight's episode is not a gray episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Let's talk about what we have for you in store over on Patreon. Now, folks, you definitely want to join the World Class Bullshitters Patreon page. Today, I just threw up something as a quick little video just for fun, but last night, the guys and I got together. We recorded you two things. So you're going to get a bonus episode of this show. It's over 90 minutes long, and it's on topics we don't normally cover. We start off talking about Florida Man. What else did we get into? It got onto a really crazy tangent, but it was all funny.
Oh, dude, it was a hodgepodge. It literally was the potpourri category from fucking Jeopardy last night.
We talked about Operation Paperclip. All kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff, really.
I had way too much fun with that. So, guys, if you want to have some fun listening to the WCBS crew, well, patreon.com. That'll be up tomorrow. And then also over the weekend, we continued the trend. The James Bond commentary tracks are back here on the channel. And so we have recorded License to Kill for you guys. That'll be available over the weekend. It used to be my least favorite James Bond movie. Luckily, it's not anymore, thanks to films like Octopussy and Moonraker really just sucking ass. But if you want to hear a lot more, you gotta listen to the commentary. But guys, let's give him a teaser. Nick, did you have a good time with the movie?
Yeah, I did, but it was once again, it was like way too fucking long, and it could have, you could have cut out a good 35, 45 minutes of that movie, and it would have been fine. But it was just like a slog to get through. Oh my god.
It was not a fun time. Well, it was because we were hanging out, but it also was like you said, an hour too long of a 2-hour movie.
Once we hit like the hour and a half mark on the movie, that's when it started to kind of fucking just drag.
Well, check it out, folks. You can tell us what you think about License to Kill as you watch the film along with us. Also, too, this episode of the show is being brought to you by StealingSolo.com. It's my graphic novel. It answers the greatest what-if story of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? Now, the group of disgruntled Star Wars fans is here. We committed the crimes. Well, Kendo and Nick committed the crimes. I just kind of got lumped into it. But I want to thank you guys. My favorite actor, we got to make a movie with him. It was a lot of fun. And folks, if you go to your favorite torrent site, you can see the Harrison cut. And, well, that's how you find the real-life Stealing Solo.
I blame everything on Kendo. It was entirely his idea.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I'll take the hit.
Now, I do have the good fortune to say that this keeps moving. Every day we're selling lots of books. So I'm almost out. But once they're out and gone, that means I'm going to go back to the drawing board to work on the sequel with Luke Skywalker parodies. And then finally, Frankenfisher, The Bride of Solo, which is the one I can't wait to make. I mean, listen to the title, Frankenfisher, The Bride of Solo. You know exactly what it's going to be about. So.
Somebody's digging up somebody. It's going to get real weird real quick.
But I guarantee you, if she was still with us, Carrie Fisher would enjoy the premise quite a bit. So, folks, if you want to get involved with all of that fun and make this trilogy happen, because look, we all complain about how bad entertainment is, so I'm out here doing something about it. I'm bringing you guys great entertainment all the time. We're bringing you stuff on the channel. Woke Busters is deep, deep, deep into production, and I'm getting closer to it being done all the time.
How deep exactly?
Well, I can't say because this is a family show, but balls deep.
That's pretty.
Could you imagine if this really was a family show? If like, I know a married couple that listens to us, but could you imagine if like a family, like two parents and like 2 kids were like, oh man, it's the highlight of Thursday night, it's World Class Bullshitters.
Like
people listen.
So weird.
They're just like in the mood, and all of a sudden the show starts, and they're like, well, we got to listen to the show, but we got to get this one taken care of. And they're just like railing each other and just listening to our show.
That would be so weird. That would be incredibly weird.
Yeah, I can guarantee you people have banged into our content. I don't want pictures. Please do not tag us on Twitter.
Unless you're like a group of chicks, then, send that on over.
Care of Kendo Slice at twitter.com.
If only we were that lucky.
Well, look, man, we don't stop. We keep on going. We are that lucky. And eventually we'll get... You know what's funny? We'll get those pictures and we'll go, I kind of wish we didn't get them. Because you didn't specify what they looked like.
That's true.
Well, I think we're all caught up with everything that we needed to cover. So that's the show, folks. Good night. No, I'm just joking. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. One thing I do want to briefly mention is, for the anime fans out there, I started watching that One Piece live action show. I'm going to go ahead and watch it and give you guys a review later in the week. It's pretty fun to watch. I know I never really talk about anime stuff or manga-based stuff, but I turned it on when I was eating lunch and I thought, this is all right. So I'm sure, a bunch of people are going to hate it because it's not one-to-one with the anime or the manga. The people look different, but I was entertained, and that's rare for me to like an adaptation. But then again, I sat through the Death Note one, and that was terrible. Have you guys heard about this One Piece live-action reboot?
Yeah, I obviously haven't watched it or anything, but yeah.
Who's doing it? Is it Netflix?
Sadly.
Yep, it's gonna be shit.
Well, at least the effects look good, so there's that. Now, guys, we're going to talk about something just briefly. I wanted to bring this up to you because we have this fun little button. I'm going to press it for you, and then we're going to talk about something very topical and poignant. So, guys, folks, actually, get ready. Hit that thumbs up button to let YouTube know you enjoy this content. And here we go. We're delving into the world of politics for just a moment because I wanted to ask you guys here on the channel something.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
Oh, turtle.
That's really good. That's really good.
His brain went blue screen to death. He's like, he needs to cool down and reboot.
Well, the sad thing is that's like the second time that's happened in like the last month.
Yep.
Yeah. Too many old fucking people. All right.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them out there. Turtle Mitch, everyone's calling into question his sanity and whether or not he should be allowed to run or be in office. Meanwhile, they pretend Dianne Feinstein doesn't exist or that the president is spry and witty and sharp as a tack.
Hey, man. Old people. Do you trust them? Because they can barely remember. What were we talking about again? Because my secretary, 100 trillion billion millions of dollars. Old motherfucker.
Well, guys, part of my laughter at the expense of that old ass man, but in reality, I wanted to ask you guys, what are we going to do with these people? Like, they run everything, they're in control.
Soil and fucking green. That's what we do.
So you're into the senator recycling program that I was going to propose here on the channel.
Well, see, here's the problem with that, because he's old, and it's like if you're going to eat something, you don't usually get, like the chickens and the animals that you get, they're younger because they're not as old and gamey, Mitch's Soylent Green would be too tough.
It'd be too tough.
That's what you add in the other ingredients to make it edible. Circle of life.
No, the simple solution is to vote them out. Vote somebody else in, primary, whatever it is you got to do, because they're never going to pass term limits because
this is never going to happen.
That would be like me, saying, "Hell yeah, I'm only gonna stay here for 2 years, and you can replace me whenever I'm done." I agree to a 2-year contract. Yeah, that's a bad idea. So nobody wants to lose their job, and well, being a congressperson is one of the greatest grifts of all time, and why would they want to give up the grift? So
could you
they're never
imagine
gonna do
us
that.
as senators?
Oh God.
We would be terrible in politics.
Yeah, most of this failed.
I think I'd be popular. I think we'd be popular in politics.
It would be one of those things like for the first week or 8 days, we'd want to do something like we want to be really, really good people and try to make things better. And then we'd realize how much money there is in it and be like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, I'd be like, how much does that interest group want to give me to vote on this bill? What's in it? Baby seals? But how much are they paying me? Okay.
Hold on, you're telling me I can get stock information weeks before about these companies before
Insider
anything happens?
trading's legal for us? That's awesome.
Are you?
Of course I'll do
Oh my
that.
God, yeah. I'll just start shifting money around. What I can make a fund or have people pay me for $10,000 a plate for as a donation. Why not? Let's do it.
I think we would
Yeah,
actually be
and
really
this-
good for C-SPAN. The C-SPAN ratings would go up because I could already see us now as senators. Like when somebody I'd like to propose legislation to put a fence around this area so that the debris stays away, and any blah blah blah, and just like some kind of really just asinine fucking bill, and I would just be like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I'm voting no. And maybe you should just shut the fuck up while I'm talking because I got a better bill for you. And
There would be a lot of fist fights. I think would induce a lot of anger very quickly.
We're professionals,
They're like,
I
we're gonna
think
have
we
to
would
censor
challenge
them.
someone to a duel.
Yeah, 100% we would. I'd be like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm tired of talking to you. Give me a fucking gun right now. We'll do this. Give me
I'm
one
gonna
bullet.
slap
No,
them.
you gotta-
One
you gotta
bullet.
do
All
it
of
right
demand
now.
Yeah,
satisfaction.
remember, these are all rich people. You don't need to get up. No, you was talking that shit over there, talking that shit in the news. I'm saying it in front of you. Say it to my face. Stand up. No, stand up. Take your fucking tie off. I like that tie. I want you to get fucking no, don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. Say it now, George. Say it now. Say what? Yeah, you ain't saying nothing now.
I couldn't.
Shut up. Yeah, you say it right now. I'm gonna punch you in your face. Oh, I had before. Thank you.
They would
Anyway,
be-
what I'm proposing.
They would be so scared of Dion because he would run over and just stop me like, say it to my face.
Right. What would you say this
They
morning
would not
on
know what the
news?
fuck to do. They would shit in their depends immediately.
She's not a senator. She's a representative from a super blue district.
like Dion's taking off his tie and rolling up his sleeves. Like, come on, let's go right now. Let's go.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
right
Let me
now.
take
Right
my
now. Let's
jacket
go.
off. I don't want to fuck up my jacket. Come over here. No. Get up. Stand up on your feet, Reggie.
What senator's name is Reggie?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, wait.
I want to know who Reggie is.
I don't think.
Yeah,
there's
I think
anybody-
Dion's having war flashbacks to Nam or
There,
something.
there might be a House rep named Reggie, but as far as I know, there's not a
Oh,
senator
God.
named Reggie.
Yeah, no, it would be interesting. There'd definitely be a lot of physical altercations and a lot of money shifting bank accounts very quickly.
I'm a cool-headed individual. I wouldn't get into a fight if I was a senator.
I wouldn't
don't
get
know,
into a
man.
fight, but I'd be more than willing to tell some people to shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, that is super fucking stupid. I don't know why you even brought that bill up. Why are we wasting our time? You called us back into a special session of Congress to vote on this? That is fucking
I got a
dumb.
fucking tea time, motherfucker.
I had
What are you
tickets
doing? What are you doing?
to La Boheme. It's an opera. And you called me in to fucking vote on whether or not we need to protect the seagulls at the pier in Massachusetts.
God damn it! I got paid $100,000 to give a speech at some college in Wisconsin. Why am I fucking here? I mean, come on! I got a ghostwriter on my book. I got a bunch of shit going on. You got me in for this shit? Get the fuck
We are
out!
fucking busy. Go away.
I'd be that senator you wouldn't really hear about. You'd hear about, but you would never see. And so I would be like an enigma. That's where I would have all my appeal. Like, oh man, is he gonna actually show up today to
We
vote?
got Jeff over here trying to be Mr. House the senator. No one's seen him in years.
Jeff trying to get that fucking Illuminati ring over here.
Yep.
Maybe I already have it and you just don't know, okay?
There you go. He'd access the wrong tunnel to go use the bathroom or something. Oh, what the fuck? What's
Damn
happening?
David.
Did you say about
Fair
Camp
enough.
David?
I said you ended up in Camp. You took the wrong tunnel, ended up in Camp David.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
was
he
like,
said-
Senator Hicks, you're not supposed to be here. And then Brandon saddles up next to you and squeezes you on the hips and sniffs your hair.
I don't think he can reach that high.
He'll try.
Yeah, them shoulders ain't what they used to be.
His or mine? Mine are still strong. I ain't as old as you are.
I'm talking about him, asshole.
Okay, fair enough. So, Dion, everyone in the chat agrees that you're the voice that Congress needs. You're the Terminegro that everyone needs.
My black ass ain't voting for this. This is ridiculous.
he would tap the mic and be like, "Point of order. That's bullshit. On to the next one."
Nah, dude, he'd pull out his best Axel Foley. Hey, hey, hey! Everyone would shut the fuck up and listen to everything Dion has to say. That's your introduction. That's your finally the Rock's come back. That would be my senator persona. I'd become the Rock as a politician. I'd speak in third person.
If we were in Congress now, right now, it would C-SPAN would be pay-per-view like in 2 weeks. That's how it would go down.
People would love us.
Oh yeah.
The people we work with would hate us.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
But the American,
we'd probably get assassinated in 3 weeks.
My goal's 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say most people don't go around trying to shoot Congress people. Like, you know, they go higher up the food chain because they pop one of us. I mean, what's that going to accomplish? There's still a bunch of other people there.
We live in a Pope Mobile. That's what we have.
Pope-mobile.
Government-funded Pope Mobile. It rides onto the fucking Senate floor and we just come out, order, order! Oh my
You can
god.
take a 357 at point blank. Because some of y'all gonna want to take a shot.
Yeah,
We have our
They're
own
like-
personal Ed 209s that just walk onto the floor with us.
They're like fucking banging on the little pulpit thing. Gentlemen, we need the 4 of you to pay attention. Nah, we're fucking busy over here. We're just hanging out. Beer.
We do a broadcast from the fucking floor.
Yeah. Live from the floor of the Senate. World-class bullshitters. Gentlemen, point of order. You're not supposed to be broadcasting from here. Okay, point of order, Senator. Shut the fuck up. Leave us alone. You're voting on some dumb shit that's going to pass anyway. What the hell you need our votes for? We're busy.
With Korean
Fuck you.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm hungover and I don't want to be here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm here representing
least-
my constituents, and my constituents don't give a shit about this. So why do I?
I think the one thing that people could agree on is at least we'd be honest. Like, we may be full of shit, but we're at least honestly full of shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best thing you can have for today?
World class, goddammit.
Oh my god. So, yes, folks, if you want us to run for office, and we hope you don't,
Yeah. Right as in next year.
write us in, yes!
Yeah. If mundane twat can run for governor, why can't we run for something?
If we can get 200,000 people to write us in next year, that'd be funny.
Well,
yeah, but
look.
they'd all have to be in like the same place. Like, we can't get 200,000 write-in votes across the country because we don't live in most of those states. In fact, we only
that's
live
a
in
good point.
one of the 49, so we technically can't be on their ballots as reps.
Good point.
Well, I'm going to just call all my friends in Ohio and ask them to sacrifice their vote for a joke. There we go.
I mean, nowadays voting is kind of a joke, but there you go.
But it's our right, man. It's our voice.
Get out there
Sure.
and vote. Get out there and vote.
I still like what George Carlin said about it. If it actually worked, it'd be illegal.
Fair enough. I got to listen to more George Carlin. He's not only a comedian, but he had a really good finger on the pulse of society. Like, who is the modern day George Carlin? Do we have one?
No, they'd get canceled.
Yeah. No, he was great right up until he died. He was still doing comedy, still being on stage, still telling the truth. He was great, but we lost him. Another one was Robin Williams as well. We lost him too, so I don't know.
It's like the saddest death.
It is. It's super sad. But yeah, I have no idea who that is right now. Anybody in the chat got any suggestions who that would be?
The only guy I could think of is like Bill Burr, but is Bill Burr as like honest about shit as George Carlin?
That's not a bad choice. You know,
Yeah, you saw SNL rant on being woke. I thought that was hilarious.
The white women with their Gucci booted feet.
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, yeah. I mean, and you know, and whenever he's on a talk show, he seems to just not give a fuck and just say what he wants. So,
if only he had that kind of leeway on Star Wars, then the Mandalorian would be truly great.
I mean, he did get his own action figure. So,
I bought it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, build her action figure club.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I've bought from current Star Wars is that. I made sure I had it. That's it.
I got tagged in a bunch of shit, but I had already seen this. How all the new Ahsoka toys are out, and everyone's like, Jeff, when are they going to hit Ollie's? Well, here's the thing, folks. That Ahsoka figure, the vintage style one, actually is already at Ollie's. They released it for the Mandalorian series, and it's the same figure in a different box. So go back and watch our toy videos. You will find Ahsoka on clearance. You will find these characters already. I know they're getting a new release and a new box, but just be patient, because good things come to those who wait. And if anyone tells you, oh, the Star Wars toys are only from COVID over stock, why is there Vice Admiral Holdo figures who came out years before COVID was a thing? So make sure you guys just follow WCBS for all your pop culture needs. But we crafted these toy videos that people still love to watch each and every week. We put them out. Well, every other week now. But be on the lookout. Also, too, guys, if you haven't seen the latest one, it's being restricted by YouTube. All our last 4 things have all been restricted by YouTube. So, folks, help us spread the word. Hit the like button, share it. Let's beat this algorithm together. We ain't stopping, and neither are you. We want 200K, 400K, a million. Fuck. Dion, what are you going to do when we have 275 billion YouTube subscribers? We'll have 10 accounts for everybody on the planet. I think we can make that happen, don't you?
Absolutely, man. Then if you got 2 accounts, y'all can spot me $5 each. That'd be awesome.
It'd be nice to walk away with $1 million an episode.
That'd be wonderful.
After a certain point, I guess we'd have to just I don't know, what would we do if we were making that much per episode? Would we do a give it back program, or would we just go do really stupid shit to entertain people?
Oh, that a little comedy.
After that part, I'm gonna be like Conor McGregor. I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna be getting in fights after doing cocaine, but I'm gonna be like, yo, look at me in this ridiculously nice watch that I got gifted by fucking some Iman in freaking Dubai. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? He listens to the show. He's a big fan. Now I got a Lamborghini. And hey, let's do a backpack drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm down.
We'll pull a Scrooge McDuck. We'll get a swimming pool full of our earnings and just swim around on there.
Right.
Sure.
Now, speaking of millions, guys, transition time. We've been playing this little game called Box Office Breakdown, or Beatdown, whatever we're going to fucking call it. But Box Office, alliterative B word. And last week we did Gran Turismo, and this week we have the results. Who do you think won this week, guys? Now, here's the numbers. Kendo thinks he won. Kendo, you guessed $50 million for the opening. Dion, you guessed 40. Nick, you guessed 35. And Jeff, you guessed 27. And yes, I just spoke to myself in third person. But Gran Turismo did not open as well as they were hoping. So, I technically will win because I'm the closest with, I went over by a factor of a lot, but the opening was 17 million.
Damn.
We all are.
Wow. Wow.
So as the late, great Bob Barker would say, closest without going over. Well, we all went over, but Gran Turismo didn't get over. And now a lot of people are talking about Gran Turismo as a really good film. A lot of people like it in the sphere. The tastemakers are saying it's good. I haven't seen it, and I have very little interest in watching it. Unless 2 other bullshitters want to watch it to review for the channel, I think I'm going to sit this one out. But anybody interested in it?
Yeah, I was gonna go last week, but I'm been lazy as fuck this summer. But no, I'm definitely planning on going to see it. At least taking the wife to see it.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to go see it as well. I just don't want to pay full price for it.
Well, when you guys do, we'll go over and throw it up on Patreon for everybody to see. How's that?
Sounds good, man. Yeah, definitely.
Good old Gran Turismo. Any Gran Turismo fans that play the game out in the chat? I used to like Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. That was about the only one I had.
Yeah, that's the one I used to play the shit out of.
Box Office Beat Off. Is that our new name, you think?
Box Office.
Yes, I like that.
That works.
All right. Well, thank you, Joseph Bienowicz.
I had no idea it was that bad, man. Honestly, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I personally thought the trailer looked stupid. It's one of those movies that I would be more excited to watch a Gran Turismo movie if it didn't seem so serious and intense. Like, I get it. It's a racing movie. We're not looking for, like a Wacky Racers live action adaptation. But I just felt tonally that the trailer was off from what the concept should be. Like with Twisted Metal, I'm very much on board with Twisted Metal because the game was fun and over the top, and Gran Turismo is, not as fun and crazy, but it's also a video game. And so maybe, I don't know, presenting it with less of a stern tone would have made it seem more appealing to a lot of people. Or it's just that the box office is fucking dead. People don't like movies unless they're called Barbie or Oppenheimer or Mario or Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are the only 4 big hits this year. Like,
yeah, it's weird,
God,
man.
It's such a weird year for movies.
It is.
Well, I mean, a huge part of it too is you have to be very careful putting out certain content when you're a certain type of distributor, I guess, right? So Sony isn't known for making movies, but and Gran Turismo, while it's a recognizable name, you can't have a generic plot, right? Because otherwise it's not going to tie into the fucking name. So I like the trailer a little bit, but it was a very generic feeling project where it's like, hey, here's this kid and they run this race team and da-da-da-da. It felt closer to a Disney Channel original than it did like Rush, and even then, Rush didn't do all that great, so you're already doing a racing movie, and it's based on a video game, and the trailer didn't look exciting. So you have to take certain parts of each of these projects with all these things against it very serious, and Sony has a bad habit, and the majority of studios have a bad habit of doing shit by the numbers. Just because you have a beginning, middle, and end with famous people in it, it's just a movie at that point. But you have to take that shit seriously because you are a video game movie. That stigma isn't gone just yet. So John Wick was a very simple fucking premise. But they took it seriously enough where the action is crazy. You're starring actors take it fucking serious, and the people who wrote the movie serious. It's so hard to get fans to take a premise seriously where the entire premise is, well, he won a championship in the E-games, and now this eccentric millionaire wants to make him a race car driver, and you have the run-of-the-mill older character who trains them, and they're running, and then they even in the trailer have the fucking throw-up joke. I get it, I understand it, Sony, but you have to take this shit seriously. There's a difference between let's just make a movie to make some money and hey, let's make a fucking movie. And it seemed from the trailer that Sony was just doing a quick turnaround. The fucking people who are spending their money in the theaters, they understand it. We say, when it feels legitimate, when people pick up on that shit. And Sony and every major studio has this issue where they just do a by the numbers film, and that does not make you money.
No, it doesn't, especially not in today's world with so much competition between streaming and video games themselves and everything that's out there. Movies got to be slick, and they got to be. It's weird. I always say it's got to be based on something recognizable, and Gran Turismo is based on something recognizable. But the things that are recognizable that get adapted and tend to do well have either characters or characteristics that the audience can relate to. I didn't like Barbie at all, but it's got a bunch of recognizable Barbie characters that people are like, oh, I had this doll. And then they also have their own memories of, how they played with Barbie. Gran Turismo, and this is just based on, playing the game myself and what this movie looks like. It's like, oh man, I had a great time playing a fucking 97 Toyota. Or man, I really connected to that 2005 Aston Martin. That's it. You play a faceless character in a beautiful car that has the best looking graphics on the PlayStation console. That's about it for Gran Turismo. So That's just my guess on why it didn't work, because other things that are based on recognizable stuff, this is the year for that to be big. They're billion-dollar hits now. And that's it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's weird because Need for Speed had the same problem, and it's like, this is a racing game. You're gonna have a really tough time, marketing it and making it go through. Even they had like a secret race, and this, that, and the other happened in it and stuff. It was okay. It was not a big deal, but it was the same thing. And like Dion said, yeah, it's a generic by the numbers movie, and as you said, we can smell it. I mean, that's why people were really excited for Oppenheimer and Barbie, because they were, as you said, recognizable stuff. But also, you had Nolan behind Oppenheimer, and like the whole spiel about like, it's shot on film, it's like 11 miles long, it's an IMAX, got to go watch it that way, and the whole experience is there. And I mean, it even then, back in the day, they used to have throwaway movies that they would do during the year. They'd have the $20 to $30 million dramas or rom-coms, whatever they throw out. They'd have the big tentpole ones in in June and July.
Tentpole.
She's a babe.
But we don't have that anymore because of all the streaming and stuff. But I think that formula worked. That formula was good. What they're doing now isn't working, and they're seeing that because all of the streaming services are plateauing with subscribers, or they're declining. And there's and with the overabundance of choice to watch, people are just going to go watch what's familiar now. They're not really going to take a chance on too much stuff because it might not be good. It might not be worth their time. And then they're out the time that they've put into either a show or a movie, and they just don't want to do it anymore.
Well, yeah. I just am hoping that I don't know, people take more risks so we can get some new creative things and not have everything created by AI in the future. Oh wait, it's already happening.
Yeah, I mean, risk is risky. You know what I mean? And that's why so many studios are in trouble, right? They're all about, we believe in products, blah, 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 blah. But then you have movies that are literally one cliche to the other. How do you convince someone to give you their money when it's, okay, now I know it's a kid who played video games, who gets called up to the big leagues. He has the moment of hesitation where he doesn't want to do it. And then the male mentor character says, but you have what it takes. You can do it. Like, how many times can you do that and keep it interesting? You got to have shit in the movie that makes people say, hey, I'm going to spend fucking $15 because I'm assuming it isn't going to be the same shit. It's again, it's easy for me to say, on a fucking podcast, just because I like movies, but people pick up on that by the numbers shit, another video game, Max Payne. That's why that movie didn't do all that well, right? Like, you can't just be like, hey, we've got Mark Wahlberg and Mila Kunis who are popular right now, and we're going to shoot it in the same aesthetic of the time so that it's recognizable, but it's based on a video game character. You can't just it can't just be a bunch of references. A movie by the numbers that references the video games, kind of like that shit doesn't work. And that, and it just looked like that type of movie. Obviously, when I see it, we'll see how good it is. At least when you promote it, don't promote it like, hey, here are the tropes, and then the ending's going to be he's overcoming this because the mentor said you got what it takes, bucko. Like, you got to have something extra, and it didn't feel like it had that much extra, at least not for me to go and see it this week.
No, I 100% agree with you. It did not have that. But like, you're talking about like racing and car stuff and video games, Twisted Metal, and the show is taken after the Twisted Metal Black video game. It was a lot of fun.
African American.
I'm sorry. Just Metal African American. I'm sorry, but it's
sensitivity. Thank you.
I forgot we're on YouTube. I was also pulling from last night. But they're doing that, and like, it was a nice. You could tell like they were playing with a lot of stuff. They were trying to do as much as they could for it being just a show on their paid platform. I don't think it's hitting like their the cable channel or whatever. But it did a lot of stuff with that. It was really funny. It was really good. It was pretty violent for what it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was shocked. It was so much fun to watch, and I can't wait. I hope season 2 gets announced and they start working on that because it needs to happen.
Well, it's good. They're not going to make more of it.
You're probably right because we like it. It's like some people like it. Now we're not gonna make more of it. It's like, jeez, man.
No, that's how the rule of thumb is. It's like, hey, if fans enjoy this, fuck them. We're gonna make something that we think is gonna be better.
You say that, but I think that's honestly the thing, and here's why. Because if a show gets too popular, then the actors and stuff will demand more money, and they don't want to pay them anymore, and they don't want to put any more money into that project because if it doesn't yield any more money for them, it's useless.
That's so messed up. It's like the backward approach.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and that's why I think that's why the cable model worked, because you had advertising, in the middle of the show, so those advertising spots were worth more for a primetime show on a good channel. They could charge more for them, therefore they made more, and they could keep the show going.
It's so weird how everything's changed to the point where it's almost unrecognizable, and it seems antithetical to like logic and reason. It's like, oh, I'm sure they have a reason for doing it, but we can't figure it out. So,
yeah, I mean, it's all of them have gone to the streaming platforms and stuff, or made their own, and they thought that was a good thing, and now they're kind of seeing that it's not. The old way worked. The old way made more money and was it was easier to take risk and not lose your ass. But they can't even do that now. That's why we're getting remakes, rehashes, and easy paint by numbers movies.
Do you think like current audiences would ever accept no more streaming and go back to home video, or do you think they'd just say fuck it and sit on their phones?
Yes, because I think so, because us millennials are still around, and we have some of us have disposable income, and I think we could still keep that alive, but it would be very slow going.
Going to take away all that disposable income.
Yeah, it's true. But I feel like it would be very slow going if it were to start up again.
I'm ready for more home video. I don't like streaming, but that's just me.
Listen, I'm with you, man. I'm ready to go to the video store on Tuesdays and Fridays and pick up the new shit. I'm down with that. I wish that was the way. I wish we'd go back to that, because it worked and we got a bunch of stuff. Like I said again, if they would try things here and there, and if it was a flop, they wouldn't lose $100 million or $150 million, whatever it is now. It wouldn't be that bad.
No, but hey, it's the bed they made, so they have to lie in it.
Yep.
So that was a roundabout way of talking about the Gran Turismo box office, folks. Well, hold on, guys. We have to figure out what the next movie is, because I mean, They Live is coming out, but
yeah. They're showing a lot of oldies now.
Well, they're good ones too.
And they are.
That movie was supposed to come out on the day I was born.
I actually have my Day Live poster hanging in my place. The one signed by the majority of the cast.
You got Roddy Piper's autograph?
I actually do.
Fuck you, I'm jealous.
But even more jealous because John Carpenter's on there too.
Well, fuck you twice, okay?
Just steal it from him.
No, our friendship's more important than a poster signed by a dead guy and my favorite director.
Yeah, but if you steal it from him, can he really get that mad? Because it's not like he can fight you and take it back.
I don't want to ruin the balance of WCBS.
You won't, though, because we'll bully him into just, taking it and dealing with it. Be like, look, Jeff took your poster. You should have been bragging about it. It's your fault, really, that this happened, Nick. So stop being a bitch, suck it up, and we'll get you a new poster.
God, somebody's cranky tonight.
Or, I don't think he's cranky. I kind of like where he's going with this. Kendo?
Yeah.
You got me Harrison Ford. Now you're going to give me that poster. You are a great friend. Thank you.
Is he going to dig up?
Just stop being so fucking selfish and do what's right for the team.
He's going to dig up Carrie Fisher too, so it all works out.
Well, dude, so are you. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure.
You look like $1 million in Wokebusters, but in the Stealing Solo trilogy, well, it's a little different.
I know.
Speaking of doing what's best for the team, I'm now adding Last Stand in WCBS to our League of World-Class Gentlemen Fantasy Football League. So we now have a full league, guys. Draft is on Tuesday.
Now, folks, I guess it's a good time to announce it. We're going to have our first WCBS Fantasy League. We're all in one together. So if you guys want to follow us, didn't we say we're going to record some stuff and put it over on Patreon as like an update each week for everyone to know what's
Yeah,
up?
we could do like a weekly update / smack talk / state of the league.
Okay, then that's going to happen, folks. If you want to get involved with that, WCBS has got you covered there too. Now, guys, the movie this week should be The Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. I'm excited to see this one. I've only seen The Equalizer 1. I haven't seen the second one, so I have to catch up.
They're like Liam Neeson stuff, you know. They're kind of that same feel, you know.
It's Denzel Dad Rock.
Denzel Dad Rock.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, ever since Keanu Reeves just blew it out of the fucking water with John Wick, every other action movie just feels so tame by comparison.
Because they kept ramping it up every time, and it was awesome.
Yep. Motherfucker falling 3 stories and stuff, you know.
Yeah, especially the last one. He fell down the stairs and had to walk back up and kick ass again. Like it was great.
And he falls like 3 floors in the fucking German club.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Also that top down shot of him with the dragon shotgun shells.
Yeah. Dragon's Breath or whatever. Okay.
Dragon's Breath. Yeah. Setting everybody on fire. Fucking awesome, man.
It was just a badass movie. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to guess for The Equalizer? Dion?
I'm gonna say. I'll say it does 25.
25. All right, Nick.
I'm hopeful. I'm gonna go 50.
All right, Nick. $50 million. Kendo?
What did Dion say?
25.
Nick said 50. I'm gonna go with 62 million.
All right, Jeff. What are you guessing? Oh, I'm gonna guess 30. I was gonna guess 25, Dion, but you got there first. But this weekend is a holiday weekend. Things slow down.
Yep.
I don't think a ton of people are gonna go out to the movies.
I think they will.
Yeah,
okay.
I think for something like Equalizer they will, because it's once again, even though it's a part 3, you don't really need to watch the other 2. You can watch this one and not really.
That some bitch movie is going to bring in $65 million next Thursday. I won't be here because we got a football game, but in spirit, I will be going right here, bitches, right here, right here, right here. You got it right? I did. Not him, me.
Well, look, if that happens and you win next week, you'll only have 1 point on the board, and then the only bullshitter to not have a point will be Nick. So Nick, you'll have to. You haven't lost
Shocker.
yet. That's the thing.
Shocker.
Hold on though. You might be
give
next
us that
week.
poster.
It ain't fucking happening. To rip it out of my cold dead hands, motherfucker.
Don't fucking threaten us with a good time, because Dion has established he knows how to kill everybody with like Vulcan nerve pinches. So
Vulcan nerve.
he's gonna grab you by the neck, and I'm gonna kick you in the short ones, and we're taking that fucking poster.
Somehow Dion's worked his way into Starfleet and has gone through the training program.
Somehow, this dude was born for Starfleet, man. He could actually beat the Kobayashi Maru
I'm
without
just down
cheating.
that my legend continues to grow unprompted.
Legend of Dion Green, coming soon to comic book form in 2029, folks.
I don't know, man. We've been talking about making some sort of video for next year for sure. So that's up in the air. We have a couple of ideas we want to do, so we'll figure that out.
I think we should make our horror movie, Nick.
I think it could be a horror movie, could be a trailer for Terminator or My Black Ass. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll crowdfund it so we can get some CGI in it.
Right.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, fuck it. We got a big audience.
I'm gonna turn it up next summer. You guys, we need to do something, because grad school will be over. I'll have a shiny new diploma, and not teaching summer school. Wife wants to teach summer school. I said, I've got better things to do with my fucking time.
We're going to come out to you next summer, Kendo, while she's teaching summer school, and we'll party it up.
Yeah, we could do that. We could go fucking hang out in Kirky, and we'll take baby OJ with us and just have a good old time.
We'll look like the Hangover.
Yeah, we will.
Except there's Black Doug and racially nondescript Doug and formerly Samoan Doug, and then just Doug.
Yeah. Baby Doug.
And Baby Doug. We do need to go somewhere once. Like, what are your guys' names? We'll just all say our name is Doug. See if it throws people off. They're like, really? Yeah. And then just
like our mom named us after our dad. And And then when she looks at us, like, oh, we had different dads, but they were all named Doug. It's really weird how it worked.
It's a small world after all.
She had a type.
She had a type.
And her type was Doug.
Yeah,
She went to the phone book like Terminator, and it's like, "Are you Doug?" Yes.
And she just got down on her knees, and, well, we don't need to talk about that.
She was a big Pokemon fan, but since those weren't real, she had to, like, catch them all in terms of, like, dicks. She needed a white one, a
Sounds
black
familiar.
one, a brown one, a Samoan one.
Did she dip that one in mayonnaise?
It's like she was looking for the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, every
dick.
time she got popped by a different dude, like, her, like, hand just started to glow, and she just did that Thanos thing, so she's like, "Yeah," and just, like, the power flows through her. Semen is important and very powerful.
Oh my god.
Yes, she had the Infinity Gauntlet, but, for dicks.
Folks, hit that thumbs up button. Guys, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the show, and I apologize. The word of the day is jabroni. My favorite jabroni, the fat jabroni Hulk Hogan. Fistful of jabroni, and Dion Green meets the Brooklyn Jabronis. The hunt for red jabroni.
Yep, 12 Angry Jabronis.
Jabroni on the River Kwai.
Hot tub jabroni machine.
The longest
Teenage
jabroni.
Mutant Ninja Jabronis.
Dude, Teenage Mutant Ninja Jabronis is my new favorite one. TMNJ.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Jabronis.
Yep.
The Divine Secrets of the Jabroni Sisterhood.
Star Trek 3, The Search for Jabroni.
Jabroni Gump.
Oh my god.
Enter the Jabroni.
Oh, the chat says jabroni's in the outfield.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I've seen that movie way too much. Dude, where's my jabroni? That's another good one.
A couple of guys lost the Rock. Where the fuck is he?
It doesn't matter where he is. Now, The Rock may have been the wrestler who used jabroni on the biggest scale, or the biggest stage. But there is another wrestler, the Iron Sheik, who sadly passed away this year, and he called a lot of people jabronis. And according to the Iron Sheik, the biggest jabroni on the planet was this man right here on screen, Hulk Hogan.
Ah, brother dude Jack.
Brother dude Jack Jabroni, son. Now, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is a man of many talents. He drops the greatest leg drop in history. He cuts an well, no, that's The Rock. Shit. He cuts a great promo. Hulk Hogan is the man. But he's also, according to, a lot of accounts, a big fat liar. So, Hulk Hogan, he was on the Joe Rogan show this week, and he was talking about a lot of different things. But earlier in the week, since last week's show, there's been a lot of Hulk Hogan lie talk. So tonight, for fun, folks, and believe me, this is going to be fun, we're going to look at some of Hulk Hogan's biggest lies. So sit down, get yourself comfortable, grab a drink, grab a smoke, whatever you choose to do with the highlight of Thursday night, World Class Bullshitters, and get ready, because this one's a lot of fun to me. You guys ready for 25 of the biggest Hulk Hogan lies and why they're bullshit?
Oh god, yes.
All right, we'll keep this at a brief pace. Well, not too brief because we want to have fun at Hulk Hogan's expense. But I do want to preface this with saying, like, some of us actually do like Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. Dion and I were very happy when Hulk Hogan was introduced as the guest host of WrestleMania 35. We weren't angry. We weren't like the other two dudes sitting next to us that were booing him. We were fucking cheering real American right along with the fucking music. So
Yeah, man, shit.
yeah, I'm a Hulk Hogan enthusiast. My uncle tried to get me into wrestling back in the 90s with Hulk Hogan. It didn't work, but, I still like Hulk Hogan. So, Hulk Hogan said he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2.
Hold up.
Oh my god. I forgot that he lied about that. Holy shit.
Now,
I would like to point out why that's
That's the
wrong.
first
You'll
one we
tell
start
everybody, but
I think I know why.
Now, WrestleMania 2 took place in 1986.
yeah.
Hogan beat King Kong Bundy in a steel cage match in the main event of WrestleMania, which took place in LA. Now, there's only one big problem, guys.
Yeah, I know the problem.
John Belushi died in 1982, so unless they dug his ass up from the grave and pulled a Weekend at Bernie's, that didn't happen. Now, do you think Hulk Hogan meant Jim Belushi, or do you think Hulk Hogan just thinks like the 80s was one big party because he was on cocaine too?
Probably that one.
100% the latter.
Up next, Hulk Hogan claims his entrance theme music was his idea when he came to the ring. Sorry, he claims entrance music in general in pro wrestling was his idea from 1982 when he came out to Eye of the Tiger.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure entrance music existed before then, but I could be
Not
wrong.
to mention, you got the fucking year wrong for Eye of the Tiger, dude.
Well, dude, not only is the year wrong, Gorgeous George first came out to entrance music, Pomp and Circumstance, in 1940.
Yes.
So Hulk Hogan was off by 42 years, brother.
Man said that's where he got the idea. Like, oh my god, Hogan.
Did he write the song for Rick Derringer as well? Because
he actually sang the words. That's not Rick Derringer. He just gave him a credit because he was nice.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Also, too, Hulk Hogan forgot that the Fabulous Freebirds had Bad Street USA, which came out in the 70s, I believe. Yes. Or no, that was the 80s, too, right?
70s or 80s.
It was like late 70s, I thought, is when that came out.
Look, dude, I'm not the biggest Michael Freebird fan, but, you know, I like him. Here we go. Hulk Hogan claims that the Rolling Stones and Lars Ulrich of Metallica both wanted him as their bass player.
He knows the internet exists, right? He knows the internet exists,
that.
Right? Like it's a thing.
Yeah,
and look this shit up real quick.
Metallica had
probably some shit that he's come up with before the internet. So I'm certain that this is probably a pre-internet lie that he told, especially seeing as like, dude, like they did not ask you to be. I forgot about the Rolling Stone ones, but Metallica, come on, man.
Yeah, Metallica had one of the greatest bass players of all time, Cliff Burton, until he died in 1987, and Hogan was well ensconced in the wrestling business at that point. So there was no way they were going to be calling him to have him take over the job.
Is Cliff Burton the guy that died in the bus crash?
That would be the one.
Okay. Now, while Hogan did play the bass guitar in a local band before getting into wrestling, he was nowhere near the level needed to play with either Metallica or the Rolling Stones. Lars Ulrich of Metallica also told Howard Stern he's not a big wrestling fan and he never spoke with Hulk Hogan. He said, "I don't know Hulk Hogan. I don't know enough about him. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I certainly have no recollection of doing anything with Hulk Hogan." Hulk Rules, an album released by Hulk Hogan and the Boot Band, includes a track titled Hulkster in Heaven. According to Hogan, he met a very sick Make-A-Wish kid in England and got him a ticket to SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium to watch him wrestle in the main event. Nick, would you like to take a guess why this is bullshit?
I'm not gonna take a guess because I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let you tell me what the problem is. I'm gonna let you tell me what the problem is.
All right, Kendo, would you care to tell the audience what's up?
Hulk Hogan wasn't on the fucking card for SummerSlam 1992.
Okay.
He wasn't even in the build. I don't even think he was in England when they did that, because the main event for SummerSlam 1992 was the British Bulldog versus Bret Hart.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, Hogan never wrestled in Wembley, old or new Wembley. He was not there. He was never there. Yeah, that's why it's bullshit.
Now, sorry, I went to grab a drink. Let me fill you in real quick. How much bullshit it was. You said he didn't even appear there. He left the night after WrestleMania 8, which is in April. He didn't appear again on WWE television until February of 93.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, because that's when he was getting ramped up to do his greatest fucking title challenge of all time at WrestleMania 9.
Yep.
Against Bret
Arguably
Hart?
one of the worst.
No, Bret Hart lost to Yokozuna, and then, because Bret got the fucking salt in the eyes, and then Hogan came out to save the fucking day, old brother dude Jack. After earlier in the night, him and Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake defeated IRS and Ted DiBiase by count out and celebrated like they won the title, but they acted like they won the title when Jimmy Hart jumped in with a striped jacket on and counted the 3. And yeah, you can't do that. Jimmy Hart wasn't a ref. But then Hogan comes back out, beats Yokozuna, takes the title off of him, and then he ends up getting giving it back at King of the Ring '93 when Downtown Bruno shoots him in the eye with that fireball camera.
I said what I said. It's one of the worst things that Hogan's done because reportedly he did not think that people would believe that he would lose to a Bret Hart, which is crazy. Number one, because
Your
Bret
favorite wrestler.
That's me saying this about Bret. I am not a huge Bret Hart. Dude could wrestle, but I'm not a Bret Hart fan. And even I'm like, obviously, I wasn't watching them, but no, Bret was white Hart.
Yeah,
He is a white heart. Owen was the black heart.
Yeah, like that dude just didn't want because he was fucking Hulk Hogan about it, and just to lie, like, come on, man. Like I understand that you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but damn, Hulk, damn, dude, damn, brother.
Well, let's keep on reading the lies because there's a few more. Hogan claims he is the wrestler responsible for the WWF first selling merchandise and had to talk Vince McMahon into doing it.
Bullshit.
Did he forget who Vince McMahon's father was?
Shit, did he forget who Vince McMahon is?
Did he forget he was at WWE?
I think he forgot who he is at times. That's why he calls everybody brother, including himself, dude. Here's my favorite one. Hulk Hogan claimed he once wrestled 400 days in 1 year.
This is one of my favorite ones.
Oh my god. He said those words.
Yeah, so apparently this was made possible because he traveled so frequently between the United States and Japan that the international timeline made this possible.
Always telling something, brother.
I mean, it's not exactly how time works, but sure, Hulk, sure.
He could have said I wrestled 400 times in 1 year, not 400
if he would have
days.
if he would have been like, I wrestled 400 dates in 1 year, because you could wrestle multiple dates in the same day. If you like, Flair used to do that all the time. Flair would wrestle in South Carolina or North Carolina, and then he'd be on a plane to fly to Florida and wrestle in Florida or Georgia or something like that, and make multiple dates in a day. And then he would go and have a few dates with some kamikazes and for the Space Mountain ride. But you could say that too. That would work. You'd be like, I wrestled 400 dates in 1 year. Okay, I could believe that. I could see that if you wrestled multiple shows. But I would like to think that's what he meant. But I know for a fact it's probably not what he meant. He was wanting to try to sound cool and act like, I flew. Let me tell you something, brother. I flew between them so many times. God damn. International dateline, dude.
Yeah. But apparently, he was doing math in his fucking notebook while he was flying. He's like, all right, I've done this, and I've been, I've flown here and there.
I left Los Angeles on Thursday, August 6th. I got to Japan on Saturday, August 8th. But then I flew back, and it was August 7th in Los Angeles. That's 3 days. I wrestled 3 days that week. It's like, no, you wrestled 2 days because you spent at least a day on the plane.
Now, here's a weird one, but the next one's even better. Hogan claims he was offered a role in the movie The Wrestler, the role that Mickey Rourke played.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course he would say that.
A
Because
background
Hulk Hogan
character?
can never let something else be big in wrestling without him attaching his fucking name.
Now, the director, Darren Aronofsky, says this is bullshit, and that's kind of the end of the story. But here's one, Nick, that you'll appreciate. While Hogan did star in films like Mr. Nanny and Santa with Muscles, he claims in his autobiography that he rewrote both of those scripts entirely, only to have his writing credit stolen from him by the Writers Guild of America.
Oh, get fucked.
I can only imagine what a Hulk Hogan movie script would look like.
They probably had to rewrite it because he didn't know how to spell correctly or how to write dialogue worth of shit.
Yeah, Hogan's
And then
getting-
they walk
right.
into the door and then walk to the couch and sit on the couch.
Yeah. Let me tell you
Or
something,
they
Mean
walk to the
Gene. There's no
door.
character's named Gene in this movie, Hogan.
Yep, and they walk to the door and see Hulk Hogan and immediately am flabbergasted with his 34-inch pythons, brother. We can't
Oh,
say
they got
this.
10 inches bigger. Nice.
Yeah. That's how it works, Jack.
Hulk Hogan claimed on an episode of Hogan Knows Best that the reason why he didn't get the offer for George Foreman Grill is because he was out picking up the kids from school.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. The
Oh,
Hulk Hogan
God.
grill. It sounds okay, but I think George Foreman sounds better.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard this story from multiple sources, not the kids at school part, but the fact that Hogan was offered the George Foreman grill and turned it down. So I'm inclined to believe that he was offered the grill and did turn it down, because at the time when that George Foreman grill was released, Hulk Hogan was still the biggest star in wrestling. Like, people, we can joke now, it's been, 20 years since Hulk Hogan's been fairly relevant in wrestling, but through the 90s, that NWO angle really revitalized wrestling and his career. So I do believe they could have asked him, but I think he turned it down. So,
which is dumb.
Well, I from what I recall, at least according to George Foreman was the first person that those people went to. So they didn't even go to Hulk Hogan on that.
I feel like somebody's lying, and I don't think it's George Foreman.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the George Foreman grill? Because that thing was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
It changed
Novelty
the
grill.
Yeah, man. Like, it is a bit of pop culture, man.
Yeah. People would make fun of it, but that thing fucking worked really well.
We had one. We used to make breakfast on it. Now, here's a funny one. Hulk Hogan claims to be the first to slam Andre the Giant. Andre weighed 600 pounds when he was slammed, and Andre died a few days after the slam.
Oh my God! There's a lot of reasons why that one is wrong.
Kendo, please tell us why.
Well, for starters, the most famous Hulk Hogan slam of Andre the Giant was in 1987 at WrestleMania 3, and Andre the Giant died in like 1990 or 91. So it was
93, bro.
Days. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was more than a few days later. Whether or not he weighed 600 pounds is another thing, but Andre also had been slammed before that. Like, Hulk Hogan wasn't the first person to slam him. I don't remember who it was, but I've heard the story before.
That wasn't the first time that Hulk Hogan even done it.
Yeah, that wasn't even the first time Hulk Hogan had slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. It was just all at house shows and things like that, and you had to have been there to see it. And Andre was also the type that he wouldn't let you slam him unless he was willing to do it. And that's why a lot of people didn't get to slam Andre the Giant, because are you going to tell him that you're going to slam him? Are you even going to try if he won't let you?
No. If Andre says no, no. Now, another one is Hulk Hogan says he sat next to Kerry Von Erich on a flight to Japan 72 hours before Kerry killed himself.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. I think Kerry Von Erich was in jail for like up to a day before he killed himself.
Yeah, so the Hogan fact checker shows that Kerry died on February 18th, 1993. 72 hours prior to this, Hogan was at the WWF TV tapings on February 15th in Long Beach, California. The next day, he was at the TV tapings in San Diego, California. Kerry was released by the WWF in August of 92, and during the weeks leading up to his death, he was wrestling shows in Dallas in the Global Wrestling Federation. So I'm going with no, that never happened.
Probably not.
Up next, we have Hulk Hogan said that while in WCW, a pay-per-view bout was supposed to take place between himself and Mike Tyson, but didn't take place because Tyson was too scared, brother.
Bullshit.
Say that didn't happen either.
Tyson was still coked up in those fucking days. He would have done it. He'd been like, let's do it now.
Mike Tyson doesn't strike me as the type of person that's scared of anybody.
Yeah.
Let alone Hulk fucking Hogan, who was
Right.
in his 40s then.
Here's a great one. Dion, you'll appreciate this. Hogan said he used to fight pride fighters in the 70s. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is bullshit, because the Pride Fighting Championships didn't have their first event until 1997 in Japan. And MMA via the UFC did not get on pay-per-view until 1993. So do you think Hulk Hogan was fighting in the 70s?
Definitely fucking not. Especially since he would have been in the same time as Aoki, and to think that lie would even make sense, especially when Aoki was doing what he was fucking doing, which in part was fucking fighting for real, is fucking hilarious.
Jeez. Hogan, here's another one. Hogan claims while defending the WWF Championship in Japan, challenger Tatsumi Fujinami shot on him to try to steal the WWF Championship.
What the hell?
I'm going to say no.
I don't know if this... I guess this one's a lie, but Hogan claimed that he wanted to turn heel in 1990 after losing to the Ultimate Warrior, but Vince vetoed that idea.
Yeah, he's definitely lying about that, because they had to twist his arm and turn him heel for the NWO.
Yeah, the only reason why he signed up on it is because Sting was their choice to do it. And then he realized it was going to be really popular. So he's like, nope, I'll do it, brother.
In late 1991, Hulk Hogan had a short feud with The Undertaker, and Taker's tombstone caused a serious neck injury.
That story I do know because as a kid, I watched that pay-per-view and was fucking losing my mind when The Undertaker won that match. I was beyond fucking happy when that happened. But if you watch the video, Hogan's head comes nowhere near the fucking mat. Like, Undertaker did everything in his power to protect him and take care of him and make sure he was okay, and he was. He just, Hogan being fucking Hogan, politicking in the back.
He's being a bitch.
I just like how blunt you are, Nick. He's being a bitch. Few more. In 2023, Hogan told a story about a sumo wrestler who was making his pro wrestling debut and that the sumo wrestler refused to put him over. He claimed that John Tenta went to the ring and the two men got into a fight. This never happened. There's no one in the wrestling business who told that before. When Hogan went, so basically Hogan's just an old man who doesn't remember shit.
Yeah.
He also claimed that he and Vince McMahon were offered to buy the UFC as partners, but they turned it down.
Okay.
Now, while it is true that SEG was in talks to sell to McMahon, it was never reported that Hogan was involved with those talks.
Because he wasn't.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hogan claimed that he noticed early on that Kevin Owens would be a star.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Because that's the type of Kevin Owens' wrestling look is exactly up the alley of what Hulk Hogan looked for inside of a wrestler.
Exactly.
Yeah, he used to talk shit about Mick Foley being so fat. I'm sure he wouldn't look at Kevin Owens and go, "Oh, that guy's the future brother."
Dude.
Hulk Hogan claimed that he batted 714 in the Little League World Series.
Oh, get fucked.
I can tell you for a fact Hulk Hogan never played in the Little League World Series.
That's crazy. That is a crazy lie. That's like that's mental issue level needing to lie about shit.
Yeah,
Why people can easily verify even before the internet, you can look that shit up.
Yeah, I think of all the times I watched the Little League World Series growing up as a kid and everything like that, I think I would have remembered seeing Hulk Hogan played in this Little League World Series once in 1960 or whatever, and he batted 714, which let me tell you how fucking hard it is to bat 714. Extremely.
You would be motherfucker, you would be talked about as one of the greatest Little League players of all time if you batted 714.
Yeah.
So what does that actually mean?
It means 71.4% of the time you get a base hit.
Yeah. So almost 3 out of 4 times you're hitting the ball.
Yeah. And put this in context, 300 is considered really good if you're batting that in baseball. 300 is really good. 400 is like the magical, this is one of the greatest hitters of all time number.
Yeah.
The career batting average leader is Ty Cobb.
He's legitimately trying to say that he has almost twice of what people consider the greatest Hall of Famers hit. Like that's
even in Little League.
That's like me claiming that I beat Mike Tyson right before he got to the Olympics. That's how crazy that is. I mean, again, I can either confirm or deny. I'm really good friends with Mike. I don't want to embarrass him. But yeah, that's how crazy that is.
I would just pull the card of, were you even alive when Mike Tyson went to the Olympics? Hulk Hogan was.
Exactly. Hulk Hogan was probably too old when the fucking Little League World Series even started. That motherfucker is that's a crazy lie.
Well, there's more Hulk Hogan baseball anomalies. Hogan claimed to be scouted by both the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds after being a pitching star in high school baseball.
Oh my god.
No, nope. I'm not buying that one either. Because I feel like that would have come up at some point.
Yeah. And there's no way that he would have turned that down when he would have been in high school. You're talking about the biggest sport on the planet in America when he was a kid? Get the fuck out of here. Besides maybe boxing? Get the fuck out of here. You're not being like, no, I'm not going to go pitch in the big leagues. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Also, Hulk Hogan claimed he broke his ribs during the match against The Rock at WrestleMania 18.
I remember that lie. He's been telling that one for a while.
Hogan claimed that the NWO was his idea, and his NWO would have included the Booty Man and the Nasty Boys.
I can believe the second part of that.
Yeah.
That he would have loved to have Bruce the fucking Barber Beefcake and the Nasty Boys in the NWO with him, but the NWO was Bischoff's idea. Bischoff's been on record many times to talking about that and talking about how when he got Hall and Nash, that's the idea that he was going to run with because he had seen something similar to that in Japan.
And again, they had to twist his arm to get him to do it.
Right.
So him saying that it was his idea and you expect us to believe that he wouldn't have booked himself to be in it. Like, you're such a liar that people will pick up on the fact that you're lying about you not lying. Like, that's
I'm
crazy.
confused already.
Like, no one would ever be like, he would pitch it and then not put himself in it. That's insane. Like, that's Hulk Hogan is incapable of doing that.
Well,
That's
he's not
hilarious.
incapable of telling even bigger lies, like this one. Hulk Hogan claimed Elvis Presley was a big fan of his.
Oh, get
Oh
fucked.
my god, dude.
Pretty sure Elvis was dead before he started wrestling.
Yeah, like
Well-
like fucking years before he started wrestling.
Yeah, Elvis died as Hogan was breaking in. So it's pretty much impossible that Elvis even knew who the hell Hulk Hogan was.
Did you know Hulk Hogan wrote Jailhouse Rock?
You know
I heard
the-
that somewhere.
The shoes that were written about that were blue and suede, they were Hogan's shoes. They were based on
I can
his
believe
shoes.
that.
Yeah.
Hogan's the one who blesses the rain down in Africa, brother. Hell, he named the continent himself.
It's true.
Him and Jennifer Lawrence need to be in a movie together then.
Listen,
It'll be the first movie ever made.
Yep.
first explorer ever, brother Jack.
Hulk Hogan discovered Antarctica.
Yep.
Folks in the chat, tell us what other Hulk Hogan inventions there are. So he discovered Antarctica. He created the internal combustion engine.
He also he also discovered fire.
Yeah, he
Hulk
created
Hogan
peanut
discovered fire,
He was
dude.
the first person to summit Mount Everest, and he did without oxygen tanks or resting.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. When I saw all the other Hulkamaniacs, Jack, were standing out in the cold, brother. It was nighttime, brother. The Predators were out, Jack, and they were looking for the Hulkamaniacs, knowing about their fair heart, brother. But I tell you what, Mean Gene, I went up there to old Mount Olympus, and I took fire, and I brought it down to mankind, Jack, because the Hulkster, brother, will always do what's right because I ate my vitamins back then in ancient Greece, brother. I said my prayers to the old Jesus Christ back in ancient Greece, brother. And he gave me the strength to hold on to that fire, Jack, and bring it all down to Mama Hulkster and the other Hulkamaniacs, Jack.
That was beautiful.
Well, he was the right gay guy. I mean, the right guy, wrong guy at the right time, or whatever. However, he. Let me tell you this. Let me say this one more time so you understand what I'm saying.
Plus 10 for the reference. That might be the funniest moment I've seen on live pro wrestling ever. Because I specifically remember being a teenager and laughing my ass off. Oh my God, that was so funny. Oh, one of my finest memories. I'm going to say it one more time, McMahon.
They could have edited that out. It was a taped show, but they didn't. That's the best part. That's Vince going, fuck you, dude. That's going out. Oh, it's the clip. I think that's the one clip that I laugh harder at than Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, and brother.
Dude.
I don't blame you because that's a classic one too, but it's just so funny seeing, oh my God, like the words, the circumstance, even Vince being like, I'm starting to think you believe in your own shit, Hogan, or you're believing your own bullshit, Hogan. Like, even in that moment, like, that's hilarious. Like, it's just so funny. Goddamn.
How close do you think Hulk Hogan was to run for president back in the day?
I think he wanted to, but they probably, whatever other fucking requirements, the motherfucker didn't have them, and he was just like, well, why can't I run for president, Jack?
I mean, I remember going on the Tonight Show talking about how he wanted to run for president. He said he would institute a flat tax, so he had my vote. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take that.
We have one more on this list, and then we'll check in with the audience who has some more Hulk Hogan creations. In 1991, Hulk Hogan appeared on the Arsenio Hall show to claim that he never had been a regular steroid user.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, how do you not laugh at everything Hulk Hogan says? Like, the fact that he won that lawsuit about his sex tape still blows my mind.
Well,
He
I
was in
mean,
he gave the testimony that Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis, brother, but Terry Bollea doesn't. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
As if when he puts on the bandana and the Hulkamania shirt, his dick grows like 4 inches.
It's like his dick is like the Grinch, you know.
It grew 3 sizes too big that day because he was that happy.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, brother. The cocaine. I don't even want to think of Hulk Hogan like that. Let's
Okay.
not. Anyway. There is that sex tape that's out there, though. Thank God I've never seen it. Folks, do not watch that ever.
Don't say that, because now they're all gonna look it up and gonna
You don't see much. It's like a weird like fucking security camera tape, and it's all grayscale and everything.
That's weird.
Well, thank you for taking one for the team, Kendo.
Well, I only saw it because I was
not
at
as
my
proud
buddy's
as
house.
that.
And he was like, holy shit, dude, look, a Hulk Hogan sex tape. Let's see what Bubba the Love Sponge's wife looks like. I bet she's hot. And I'm like, okay, sure. And yeah, it was just fucking Hogan standing there next to the bed while she was blowing him, and you couldn't see nothing because it was a weird security camera. How Bubba the Love Sponge got off on that, I don't know. I guess it was just the thought of him sitting in the other room while Hogan was plowing his wife.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Ugh.
I mean, when you go down the road, you gotta spice shit up every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
Apparently,
Not like that, brother.
Sponge wants a.
There's a
wants
lot
that
of ways to
Netflix
spice up
shit.
the love life besides calling in a friend, and it's like a phone
I
friend.
agree.
On
The same
agree.
who's like, yeah, who's to be me.
I agree.
Hey.
That's
We
like
need to spice
that's
things up.
equivalent-
Who wants to have
that's
sex with my
equivalent-
wife?
That's equivalent of wanting a steak and then watching your friend eat a steak and being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're like that is good.
That's exactly
Is it
what
good?
it is.
Hey,
Tell me
man,
how
all
good the
I'm
steak
saying
is. Tell me now.
Yeah, can I
All
get a
I'm
video of
saying
you
is
eating the
mukbang
steak?
is pretty popular online, and sometimes that shit translates to other parts of your life. I guess
What'd you say is popular online?
mukbang.
Oh,
Binge
okay.
eating.
Yep.
Are we
just
still
watch
talking about the
motherfuckers
same
eat.
thing here?
I don't
I thought
think
we-
so.
I thought we were
No,
talking
you're
about
thinking
how.
of bukkake, man.
What?
Now we've
How
gone
did you
into
get to
orgies.
bukkake?
So I'm assuming Kendall thinks that I'm thinking of mukbang. Is
No, we were talking about like some one-on-one action. Like, oh, we need to spice things up. So
right.
my
No.
friends
What I'm
come over and
saying,
rail my
I
wife
can't
on
believe I have to
camera.
explain this. No. This is Uncle Dion talking, so that's why it's going to get a little weird. All I'm saying is, mukbang, you watch other people eat. So all I'm saying is, people are weird, and the dude, Bubba the Love Sponge, is a weird dude, and maybe he just wants to watch somebody eat some more, lo mein. You know what I'm saying? And it's his lo
No,
mein.
I don't.
Where did the bukkake come into it, though? That's the part I'm like. But we went from just talking about how the dude was like into cuckold shit, and you just turned this into like a weird bukkake revolving door on their fucking bedroom.
I don't judge you.
Donut
You know what I'm
fest
saying?
over here.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying. Some
What do you
people
mean
like
you're not
to watch-
judging me? I'm not the one that's advertising doing that.
I'm
We're
not
talking about Bubba the
advertising.
Love Sponge.
I'm just saying, hey, sometimes somebody with diabetes want to watch somebody else eat some birthday cake.
So,
But the person watching the cake being eaten doesn't have diabetes. They're just stupid.
yeah.
That's their diabetes.
Well, stupidity.
He's a weird guy. He's like, hey, Terry, brother, I need you to do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Being the wife, trying something new. Hey, all I'm saying is, I got this lo mein. It's my favorite dish. You know what I'm saying?
How is this
I just want to see you eat it.
comparable to diabetes? Diabetes isn't the same thing as I want to see people banging my wife.
It's a metaphor because people, you can't eat a lot of sweet things when you got diabetes. So
yeah, but
you
we're
wanna
talking
see
about
someone else
metaphors
enjoy
involving
the
apples
cake.
and oranges here.
It's
If
not
I'm
apples and
diabetic,
oranges, it's a metaphor.
there's a huge difference, though. Like if I'm diabetic and I can't eat this cake,
Of
and
course, there's
you
a
eat the
difference.
cake,
That's
I'm
why it's
happy
the
for you.
metaphor. That's the metaphor part. It's different, but it's Sometimes I want to watch somebody else eat some milk and cookies. I don't want no milk and cookies.
But they're your golden Oreos that somebody else
Oh
is
my
eating,
God,
Dion.
just
You'll never
fucking
get
stop.
that.
Just fucking
Exactly. That's a perfect. I would not. I like my Oreos too much. I would not watch someone eat my Oreos.
But that's what Bubba the Love Sponge is doing.
Yeah,
exactly. He's letting someone eat his golden Oreos, milk
literally.
And Hogan brought his own milk.
This show is not going to get monetized by YouTube.
No.
Yeah, the last one didn't. That sucks.
Folks, make sure you press that like button so we can I fight YouTube a little bit more. I don't know. Just help us out.
This
Folks,
definitely would have been on.
If you're into
After
Oreos
Dark.
and bukkake, this is the show for you.
Oh my god.
I want that on a t-shirt, Nick.
And other cuckolding, metaphors.
That's our new podcast, and other cuckolding metaphors.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Where every week it's just Dion for 2 hours. It's like lo mein. It's
Yeah.
like macaroni. It's like
I
a
don't like
cheesecake.
spicy food,
Listen.
but
Two
I
of the
wanna
big one
eat
in the stick.
spicy
Yeah, you get what I'm
food,
saying?
But I'm happy if my friend eats the spicy food. It's like,
Holy shit! They know what I'm saying.
Press 1 in the chat if you know what Dion is saying.
Oh god.
They get it. You know what I'm saying? They
I
might
get
be
the
right.
metaphors, but I feel like they're a reach because of what we're talking about. It's like,
Well, obviously, I'm trying to
What
be.
are we talking about?
Creative,
I
baby.
fucking
we were
forgot.
talking about Bubba the Love Sponge taping his friend banging his wife, and then we got into golden Oreos and bukkake.
And
There are layers to
Romaine
this
and
situation.
all
Yeah,
kinds of
Lane
things.
showed up at some point.
The dish, not the dude.
There's a guy named Lo Mein. That's Lo Pan.
Listen, knowing the fact that there has to be a point too where I'm assuming that Bubba the Love Sponge is like watching it. He's like, "Holy shit, Hulk Hogan's fucking my wife." Like that's probably a crazy realization, and obviously, it wasn't the best idea, Bubba. I wouldn't have done that, especially Hulk Hogan of all people. But hey, enjoy your cheesecake.
now we're at cheesecake. God damn it, Dion, stop it.
Multi-layered.
Are you
metaphor.
hungry? It's 10 o'clock. I don't say you should eat
Somebody
something
get this
close
man
to
some
bed, but-
DoorDash or something.
Okay,
I
treat. My
cheated
treat.
last night too.
What do you want?
So I can't eat anything late. So I cheated last night. I can't do it multiple nights in a row.
So
Hey
do
man,
you
so
want...
I got this cheesecake. I want you to try, Jeff. Can you film yourself eating it for me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had my cheat day yesterday. So would you be willing to come and stick your dick in my cheesecake?
Oh my god.
Since I can't.
God, I think we really are gonna start WCBS OnlyFans. It's gonna happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's just Dion sitting there in a fucking Speedo eating cheesecake.
Really sloppily eating cheesecake.
No, that should be like a skit. That'll be like the beginning of My Black Ass. It's just me watching these two people fuck, eating like a chocolate cake. And it's like shoot 'em up, and it's like shoot 'em up, where he's banging Monica Bellucci, and all the dudes come in and like they get into a gunfight. It's just me with this chocolate cake killing dude. I think that'd be a great opening and a great reference to when Hulk Hogan fucked his friend's wife.
Are you high right now?
No.
What the
Holy shit,
hell
Hulk
is
Hogan
happening
is-
right now?
Well, holy Hulk Hogan's fucking my wife. That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please share this this out right now.
Yeah, I gotta timestamp this part because this shit was funny.
Yeah, please share this right now
My face
with
hurts
all
from laughing so
with all of your friends.
Yes.
You are the three craziest people that I fucking know. Jesus.
The day that WCBS was able to cover bukkake, mukbang, cuckolding, diabetes, cheesecake in one complete segment.
Right. If you ever need to have a moment that's on the internet to explain the birds and the bees to your children, just play this clip. And they'll get it. They'll understand where we're coming from. And you're welcome, because now your children are better people.
And they'll
Are
come
they?
judge you
Are
for
they?
it.
Or are they going to be traumatized, Dion?
They're going to be less judgy. Yeah. Ken, that's right.
My
They're gonna be a
mommy
lot
and
less
daddy have
judgy.
cheesecake and mukbangs all the time. That's when Uncle Billy comes over.
Oh my
What? God. All right, folks. Yes, hit that thumbs up button. Yes, we'll make this a clip. I just wrote the notes down. Dion explains bukkake. Wait, I meant to say cuckolding. You were starting to say bukkake
He
and lo mein and
explains
all
how to
this.
make a cheesecake.
Oh yeah, I forgot Lo Mein made it in there too.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
Press one
This
for
cooking
cheesecake,
show just
folks.
went off the rails.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Bubba the Love Sponge should have done. Like, if him and his wife wanted to spice things up, they should have just got a bunch of lo mein and cheesecake and other things and just left the Hulk Hogan peeing out of it.
Well, you know what? I'm pretty
Would've saved
sure
him a lot of
after
money.
after everything happened, I bet you he had a very similar conversation with himself.
Yeah. This did not go the way I anticipated.
Yeah, to say the least, Bubba. To say the fun. I don't think that this went the way you thought. Holy shit.
It's like that dude on Twitter recently that has his girlfriend and makes all those weird porn videos after they interview people, and then he had her banging some dude and was planning on making a bunch of money out of it, but somebody leaked the video all over the internet.
Oh shit! I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't.
Yep.
I missed that story this week.
Oh, that's a couple weeks ago.
Kendall, could you elaborate? Could you give Jeff the cliff notes?
So there's should I use like their internet handles?
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So there's this guy named Adam22, and he's married to this chick named Lena.
Oh, shit.
And they do
Yep.
a web series where they interview people, and it's women. They interview women, and then they have like sex with them and videotape it and put it up on porn channels and everything like that. So then he decided to let his wife fuck somebody else while he watched, and she ends up banging this big old fucking black dude. And he figured this was going to be like a money-making thing for him because now he can sell this content as opposed to putting it up on his channel. And somebody leaked the fucking video all over the internet.
Oh, poor him.
God. I had heard he was having problems with her because she like really liked that guy and like she was inviting him everywhere and all that
Yes.
stuff. I didn't realize that happened as well, that the video got leaked, because then you're really fucked.
Well, it came out like a week later where there was a video of him buying her like a fucking fancy ass sports car, and that's when people started going, "This seems weird." And then then there was the stuff about this chick kind of liking what she was getting from this other guy and wanting to go down that road a few more times.
Yep.
See, it's all fun and games till you let somebody else plow her.
Just ask Hulk Hogan.
Or give somebody else your lo mein to eat.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let somebody else eat your lo mein. They eat all your lo mein, and then your lo mein doesn't come back to you because the plate's empty, and they just keep filling it up themselves.
Jeff,
just a bunch of soy sauce left over.
Jeff, we need like a lo mein or cheesecake shirt saying like, it's my cheesecake and I'm gonna eat it myself or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing down lo mein shirt and cheesecake shirt. I'll do like some art for it.
Please just do it. Please just.
So like a lo mein box with like it's open with some chopsticks and like a couple lo mein and grease spots on the ground.
Never let another man eat your lo mein.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, keep talking while I write it down.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. This is like this is my lo mein and I want it now or whatever. I don't know.
I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I guess I will have to work.
Maybe
on that this weekend.
maybe on the lo mein box you can put you can put like a little post-it that says Dion's lo mein on it or something.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this was going to be a fun show, but fuck, I didn't think it was going to go down this road.
Yeah, I know.
An hour ago, we're talking about how we're going to make a Hulk Hogan segment to clip and blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, we're covering all sorts of fucking gambits of deviancy.
Yeah, that's what the internet allows us to do.
Said my prayers, brother.
What do you mean by vitamins? Are you on coke? All right. Let's see what else we got on the show notes for tonight. Oh yeah.
Was that all the Hogan all the Hogan facts or all the Hogan lies, I should say?
That was 25 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. When we're having fun, a list goes by like that.
I know.
I don't know. This feels like one of our old episodes, guys. It's a good one. So,
people are giving us names for the episodes.
The Art of Lo Mein.
I love it.
I'll name it that on fucking Podbean this week.
Please do.
If we ever decide to have to rebrand, we should just call ourselves the Low Maniacs.
The lo mein.
Deal.
Oh my god.
We need to make lo mein part of our brand. Let's do
make the shirt, man. Make the shirt. That's it. Just make the shirt.
I will. And then Dion, when I make the shirt and I'll send it out to each of you guys, we should do a live stream where we eat your lo mein on camera while everyone else watches.
We all three of us eat lo mein and Dion just has to watch us.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you
Cut back
guys.
on my sodium anyway. Just want you guys to enjoy it.
You're a good friend.
Just don't get weird when you watch us eat it. Okay, that's all I ask.
Don't ask us to come over and watch it with you afterwards.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Don't look you in the eyes.
Yeah.
after
Don't make eye contact. That's really weird.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page. See, nothing can tear the world-class bullshitters apart. We are
Not even lo mein.
rocks. Not even stealing lo mein, all right? We are rock solid. Next week, Kendo won't be here. People think there was a fucking falling out.
No, I'll just put this out here now, guys. I won't be here next week, but that's because I'll be an hour and a half away coaching my team, hopefully to a 4-0 start.
Right. And we can't have any of his lo mein.
Yes,
What about your cheesecake?
that's fine. There's plenty
Okay.
to share.
Sweet.
Cheesecake usually has like 8 slices to it. I'm not that big of a fat ass that I need to eat the whole cheesecake myself.
But I heard Philippine cheesecake was delicious.
I don't
Better than
think
Jolly Beef fried chicken.
I mean, I don't know. I've never had Philippine cheesecake. I didn't think that was a thing. I'll find out.
Oh, Dion. Now, folks, when the inevitable lo mein shirt pops up, go to shopwcbs.com to get that and all official World Class Bullshitters merchandise. And if you want something a little extra, go to stealingsolo.com right now. Get yourself a comic book that features us. I never really talk about it like that. It's our comic book debut. The 4 of us kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in our
Well,
basement.
to be fair, it's really just 2 of us that do that. Then, the others become accessories after the fact.
True.
Well, it's really one of us, and I'm not involved. So.
Oh, fuck you. I've read the comic. I know what happens.
Oh, my God. You guys
No,
are the best.
ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we have the lo mein shirt up and running, we will post it everywhere so you guys can grab it.
Yeah, I will. I will really just draw a lo mein box tomorrow and do it. I'll even send it over to my color guy. I'll be like, "Hey, man, hook this up."
You can't call him a colored guy. That's not cool. Jeez. Why am I the progressive one on the channel?
I don't know how that happened.
You have to be for legal reasons, I guess, in your job.
Right.
Maybe.
God, now we got stealing lo mein, the comic book, hashtag blame Kendo. All right, so
That's fair.
this weekend, just to keep this as a trend here on the show, anytime there is a WWE event, folks, we will try to predict the pay-per-view card of that weekend's pay-per-view. Or now, as they're referred to, premium live events. So this weekend, we have a pay-per-view emanating from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, WWE Payback. And it'll be starting at 7 o'clock for the pre-show on Peacock. So it's not like we're promoting it because, hey, they're paying us. It's like, we like wrestling. You should watch it with us. So we're going to do our quick predictions. Before we have fun with the audience tonight, I have a feeling the audience is going to send in some crazy shit, and this is going to be a funny rest of the show. World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Who do you think is going to win? Dion.
As much as I want Shinsuke to win, I think Seth's going to retain.
Kendo.
Rollins is going to win. They're not going to let Knacker go over.
Nick, would you like to take a guess?
Reagan by a landslide.
I will guess Seth Rollins retains as well. Shinsuke just seems like a fun challenger to then, elevate him for the rest of the year. It's like, hey, he can be in the title picture at any time. Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. So lots of R&R in this match. Who do you got winning, Dion?
Raquel's not fucking winning. Mommy's taking that bitch back home.
Yeah.
Yep, same here. And Nick is Ronald Reagan. So that's another RR. There you go. All
Yeah,
RRs.
believe it or not, Ripley's winning.
Fuck you. Undisputed Tag Team Championship match: Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor in a Steel City street fight. Dion.
You know what? Especially with Edge recently taking off, I think that Judgment Day is going to walk out with the titles, and then they're going to allow one of, which I don't agree with, if you want to actually elevate the tag belts, but they're going to use Sammy and Kevin to go back and restart this shit with Roman.
Kendo.
I'm kind of with Dion on that one. I feel like Owens and Zayn should win the titles and should keep the titles, but I feel like the Judgment Day they're going to change the titles for title change sake.
Well, that'll give everyone in the Judgment Day a belt, right?
Yeah, except for Dominic's got the
American
belt, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm gonna go with Judgment Day because then they'll be even more dominant, and they'll have they'll have titles. That way, Priest and Balor can have a reason to stick together. Yeah, I like that story. U.S. Championship: Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Dion.
Austin Theory is retaining.
Austin Theory is not the champion.
Wait, who was the U.S. champion?
Rey Mysterio. He beat him on SmackDown like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit! Yeah. Austin Theory gets it back. Yep.
Kendo.
Austin Theory gets it back with an assist by Dominic.
Nick.
Austin Theory for 100, please.
I'm gonna round this out with Austin Theory as well. I don't think he's good as champion, but I think that's what he can do right now. Now, a steel cage match between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Dion, who you got?
Yeah, I think Becky's coming out of that one the winner.
Kendo, sorry.
I'm going to say Becky Lynch is winning that one. That's the lead pipe lock of the week.
Ooh. I'm going to go Becky Lynch wins. Nick, are you Becky Lynch or Trish Stratus?
Trish, please.
Yeah, she's... Oof. Love her. Anyway, the main event, in my opinion, LA Knight versus The Miz. Dion?
Yeah, LA Knight.
Kendo, I guess you're LA Knight, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll speak for Nick. Yeah.
No, I'm going The Miz. I'm going The Miz.
Oh,
fuck you guys.
fuck you. This is an LA Knight channel.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll see myself the fuck out then.
Well, let me talk to you, Nick. Just stick around.
Yeah.
No, I guess I'll convert to LA Knight. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Better than British now.
Yeah.
Well, everybody. No, I'm very happy that LA Knight's in this position because I know the guys here locally thought he was going to win the titles or do something like that. I'm like, nah, man, The Miz is his first big singles push feud, and he's going to win this and then move on to something else. I say LA Knight continues to ride this momentum, have a great showing at the Royal Rumble, and I don't think he wins the Rumble, goes to Mania for the championship, but I do say he has a very good IC match at WrestleMania, and he keeps going up from there. Anybody else have any guesses for where LA Knight goes?
Yeah, I think he's either going to, he'll be to dethrone Gunther. They're gonna, obviously, if Austin Theory doesn't generate any more appeal, they'll just say take that shit off of him and put it on LA Knight. So, I'm definitely going to be one of those two belts for sure at WrestleMania. He'll probably be. I'll say he'll be the final four. I won't say he'll be the final three in the Rumble, but I think LA Knight will be the final four. And then he'll get his title win at Mania. And hey, hopefully the fucking wheels are on fire then.
Yeah. Well, back to the tag title thing. The promotional poster, I'm looking at it now. It's got the Judgment Day on it. It's Fiend Balor and Ripley and Dominic and Damian Priest all over. It's the only 4 people on that poster, so I think they're going to go ahead and switch those tag titles.
Well, I hope that happens. So, those were our Payback predictions. I don't
And
really.
it's a bitch.
It is a bitch. Do you want to comment on AEW All Out? Because we watched All In. It was a good show. We had fun. But I can't believe there's another pay-per-view a week later.
I can. Tony doesn't know what he's doing.
Doesn't that make you sad?
No, it just makes me feel a little bit of validation. The Booker of
So-
the Year.
Let's see. They have the International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley. Who do you think's going to bleed?
Moxley.
Yes.
Within 30 seconds.
Yes.
Did you see the clip of what happened to him at All In, where they took all the skewers and the guy pounded him into his fucking head?
Yes, that looked really fucking dumb.
But it looked like it hurt, like a bitch.
I'm sure it did, but that doesn't make it less stupid.
I mean, hey, he wants to be the what's his name, legendary hardcore guy out of Japan, and Mick Foley rolled into one, right? So, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
Good luck.
I mean, that's what he wants at this point, I guess. And I won't say that it's awesome, but hey, shit, at least he's doing what he wants.
No, it won't break my heart if, Moxley fucking beats Pockets for the title.
Well, we'll find out on Sunday. There's also the TNT Championship, Luchasaurus versus Darby Allin.
I actually like Darby, so I hope he beats the fucking dinosaur.
I do too, but he's I guess now Luchasaurus is getting a little bit of a singles push. He's retaining. I'd say he retains.
I guess I'm gonna go with Luchasaurus because I don't really like Darby Allin. Then there's the Tag Team Championship match, MJF and Adam Cole versus To Be Announced. So we can't really comment on that one. Then there's the World Television Championship, Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. I don't know who that is.
Samoa Joey's winning.
Hope so. Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita. Or Take Shida, if you will.
Yeah, take a shitta. He's okay. It's better than fucking Twinkle
I think
Toes.
Sheeta's gonna win. I think. I'm trying to stack the deck against him with fucking since Don Callis and he broke up.
Well, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega wins just because I don't want to pick the same one as you. We got Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs, so I'm going Miro.
They're like kind of pushing Powerhouse Hobbs, then not. I'm going Miro.
Kendo's match of the night, Bullet Club Gold versus the Young Bucks and FTR.
Oh, they're actually... The fact that they're making FTR fucking team up with the Buckaroos just makes me cry.
Eddie Kingston, my most hated fucking wrestler, maybe of all time, and Katsuyori Shibata versus Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, a.k.a. Paul Gruber. Who you got for this one?
Give me Claudio, a.k.a. What's his nuts, and Gruber over Mr. What's his fucks.
Eddie Kingston?
Yeah.
Yeah, the BBC's going to win that match.
No, I hate Eddie Kingston so much. He just doesn't... He doesn't do anything right in the ring for me.
He did that one time when he came out to save fucking Moxley from the exploding ring of death and then sold it perfectly, even though it was a poof.
Yeah, I
Listen,
hated that.
Eddie
moment.
Kingston's kind of growing on me a little bit. The dude loves pro wrestling. I just wish he was better at it.
Eddie Kingston?
Yeah.
I just wish he would stop.
He's not that bad. He just, he's the little engine that could,
He ain't that good.
I wish. Yeah. He wishes that shit too, but yeah. He's grown on me a little bit. I'll just say that. He's grown on me a little bit.
That's the card, and that's our wrestling predictions for this week, folks. So let's check in with the audience, guys. Nick, since we didn't ask you a lot of wrestling questions, would you care to hit us a number so we can press a button?
Sure. 32.
Okay, listen, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I got freaks 9 days out of the week. I can give them... There's only 7 days in a week. Man, you ain't Big Papa. I'm the big bad booty daddy. It's nonstop. Now listen. English. Motherfucker, do you speak it?
I'm Big Papa Papa Dappa Doo.
Brappa don't. So, Enrique Vasquez, thank you very much. He says, Dion Green for 2024. He's the Terminegro we need. Wait, that makes Terminegro have a double meaning now. Oh my god. Thank you, Enrique. TLJ
I don't know, man. I don't know. Once that smear campaign comes up, you may have to be like, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this."
Nah, his black ass can't back out. He's the voice we need. So TLJ Screwjob, thank you for your generous super chat. He says, so 2023 Disney, Snow White is a nationalist since she cares about her country and a socialist. Is it a workers' party she can join? Disney literally turned Snow White into NAZ. So yeah, we know what you're saying. Did you guys hear about this?
Yeah, I keep hearing about Snow White and how the actress is just kind of like tanking the whole thing and nobody's going to go watch it now. So
yeah, it just...
Listen. At any point in time, Disney can take the reins and make any of these actors do what they want and give them the lines they need to say the right things so they can promote these movies. They can do whatever they want. They choose right now not to. I don't know why they still want to keep going down and down and down and just like tank the. It seems like they're trying to tank the company like they are like Bud Light is. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know what the play is. I don't know what's happening. I don't get it.
Have you seen that new commercial for Bud Light where they're like, "We're just like you, or this person and that person," and it's like,
I haven't,
okay.
But I have to look it up on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's like, just random white guy, black guy, a woman, this or that. It's just like, we're all Bud Light. It's like, ooh.
I sat back down at the wrong time.
Well, now you're back, and that's what matters.
I guess.
Thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Shrubblesweight says, I'll take a dookie and another one, please. Sure, no problem. Thank you for sending in the super chat. So, here's your first one.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Imagine if you're a person that's listening or watching this show for the first time ever tonight.
What are we to them?
Fuck, I don't know. We're either the greatest thing they've ever, come across or
the worst thing they've ever heard.
Yes.
I don't know. I've heard way shittier podcasts. Now, look, we're the epitome of pop culture, folks, and thank you. We're almost to episode 400 and 200K. That's a big number.
Oh.
What's that smell?
Sorry, Nick.
Oh no, it's fine. No, it's fine. We need a Dookie in our lives right now. No, I just watched a commercial. I was like, okay, they're trying to copy Coca-Cola. They're trying to do that thing where they're like, like life happens, but Coca-Cola is there to rehydrate you with our sugary water.
Wait, are we complaining about Coca-Cola now?
No. I'm just saying that Bud Light is trying to copy their commercials and their branding. That's all.
I got
so
the
like
perfect.
To buy the world of Bud Light. Perfect harmony. Hands across America. Bud Light.
We almost made it. No, they need to get that song "Baby Come Back," and they need to just play that over a Bud Light commercial. And just say, "We're sorry, baby, come back." People will come back to Bud Light that way.
They need
to, and then what happens is Coors needs to come out with a commercial with the fucking Commodore sail on down the line and show people fucking walking away from the Bud Light case to the Coors Light case.
Yeah,
there's how you fucking market a war.
Yeah, Bud Light right now needs to shit on themselves and make a funny commercial. Hardcore, they need to do that. That's how they're gonna get people to come back.
Do you think they could get Dylan Mulvaney to be in a self-help commercial?
They'll upset 2% of the population.
Oh no! How dare they?
But the other 98% left.
Yeah, that 2% wasn't drinking that product anyway, so I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Well, now the 98% is.
If only we could do that for Ben and Jerry's as well, that'd be great.
I don't know, man. They make a mean chocolate chip cookie dough.
They do, but they're
I know, believe me, I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're about
I saw
the
that
same.
shit they posted on 4th of July. I'm like, really, Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah.
I don't think I've purchased their ice cream since then, though.
Yeah. Neither.
I'm not even.
I love how people called them out on it too. It's like, well, you can give your land back. And they had no response.
Yeah,
to that
and
one.
crickets.
Those people never do.
Yeah, well, and Ben and Jerry's been talking shit for years. So I mean, anyone that's acting now surprised is like they
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's almost like a quarterly thing where they talk shit. It's like, listen, you put your money where your mouth is and do something.
I concur. Thank you, Shrubbles08. TLJ Screwjob says, yeah, Kendo, don't get Jeff's kayfabe daddy death year wrong. Jeff's kayfabe poor dead daddy.
Poor dead daddy.
R.I.P. Andre, I wouldn't want to barely move at the end.
Oh my god.
Oh, my dead
Anybody want a peanut?
Crying about his poor dead daddy.
TLJ Screwjob says Hogan was the first male actor alongside Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you for that.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you. He also says, with a very generous super chat, he says, well, one, I watched a documentary about a case of college class, and even people that were like, oh my god, this was terrible for free speech, and against Hogan, called him by the kayfabe name. So even they were saying that Terry Bollea was not a public figure. So it was one of the charges, is Terry Bollea a public figure? No. That court case was crazy, though. Thank you for destroying Gawker Media, Hulk Hogan.
One of the few things he's done to contribute besides wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, he also tried to rap as well. That was a thing. So
No, he didn't. That was Macho Man.
I thought Hogan did as well.
He had
Be a
an
man,
album, but he didn't.
Yeah. Come on.
Be a brother, dude.
Heard. Running from Macho is what I heard. God, that's such a fucking great song.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, TLJ Screwjob. One more time, he says, did the mainstream media even talk about 46 shaking a ghost hand and asking the person that he was giving a eulogy for if they were present? Yeah, that happened. Wait, seriously? I haven't heard of that.
Oh, Jeff, I will send you a channel that you can watch so you can see all of Brandon's greatest hits.
I want to buy that album as one of those late night infomercial things.
Well,
Brandon's greatest hits.
Yeah, they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
I gotta write that idea down. Maybe I'll be the person to make that fucking video. We got a little YouTube channel.
There you go.
We'll put it on a new channel. Okay, up next. Why am I waiting for you guys to keep going? I'm the one that's up next.
Yeah,
TLJ
man.
Screwjob again, thank you. He says, what about Dion's little pound cake, Lena Dunham?
Apparently, he wants to watch somebody else eat that pound cake.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, I'm afraid that's going to go to waste.
Anybody want to come and pound my cake?
I almost vomited thinking about Lena Dunham. Rob Brantz, thank you very much. He says, this episode should be renamed The Art of Lo Mein. It very well... Look, it'll be named episode 370, The Art of Lo Mein, on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, and every other fine podcast platform it exists, because WCBS is worldwide.
That's gotta... I'm sorry, but in like 30 years, when they're doing the best of sex of all time, this has got to be on there.
30 years when Kendo has Alzheimer's.
Jesus Christ, dude, you're putting me in the grave early.
You won't know that it's 30 years from now, Nick.
That's true.
Right.
He'd be like, wow, we saw episode 200. What happened, guys?
It was just like yesterday.
Yeah.
Is Brian Leaf still alive? Oh, man. Thank you, Rob Brantz. Thank you for everybody for being a member of this channel as well. Like Monster01, who says, 6 months is like taking all your tickets to the prize counter. How about a Carry Rhino button and a Wokebusters logo eraser? Awesome show, gentlemen. Hail and thanks again for another Thursday. Well, Monster01, thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity to do it. We'll be back next week with more. All right.
.com.
Oh, let's see. The first button you wanted was the good old Jim Carrey one. I need to watch this movie again. The first one, not the second one. So I guess I don't need to watch that one. But here is your Jim Carrey Rhino button right here.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
No matter how many times we ever watch that video or show the remix of the video, the highlight of that entire thing is the look on Greg Fitzsimmons' face.
I agree. He just is like, oh. Monster Zero One, Wokebusters logo erasers are a great idea. Folks, next year is the year of Wokebusters, meaning you're going to see a lot of it, you're going to hear a lot of it. You definitely want to get involved with it. So let me write that idea down, because that is a wonderful idea, and I'll see if I can make that happen. Well, shit, I know I can make it happen. We can make anything happen. When the comic launches
We got
officially...
the tools, we got the talent.
Yeah! We'll have a website, too. And we'll have everything available on the website. And just like the Stealing Solo site, everything ships out quickly. So let us know that you enjoy the books by giving us a like on social media with it. Oh, yeah, and this is what I thought you wanted for a second. I guess I don't have the Wokebusters button anymore on here. I used to have a Wokebusters dancing logo button. That's what I thought you were asking for. I was like, I can press that for you. No problem. But it is no more on the channel. But we do have this. So, I mean...
That's live audio from the Bubba the Love Sponge video.
Oh. Such good shit, pal. Rod Thunderheart says, "Hail, couple of bucks for See-Through Love. A Spanish teacher can become invisible when angry and is shocked to find a hot new gym teacher can see her when invisible." Folks, I own a hardback copy.
What the hell is that?
It's a book.
That's a book.
Yeah, I have a copy. Where the hell did I put the damn book? Oh, it's over here. That's out of reach. But yeah, I have a hard copy of See-Through Love. I'll let you borrow it.
That's
I guess
crazy.
you sold.
That's crazy.
Xavier to God says, if Jeff was the GM of Raw, Dion the GM of SmackDown, and Kendo of NXT, who would you guys choose for your roster? And you can pick from the whole roster, and who would you make your champions? All right,
Wait,
well...
are we picking an entire roster, or are we just picking our champions?
Well, let's pick a couple, at least. You know, this was a very nice super chat from Xavier to God.
They already have rosters.
Damn.
Just let's start drafting people. So,
Okay.
I guess we should let Kendo get the first draft pick since he's got the smallest brand.
All right, so I can pick anybody off of the WWE roster to put them on NXT.
Yeah.
Give me Dashing Cody Rhodes for my
Nice.
NXT champion.
Nice build. Dion.
Ooh. Okay. Current roster. SmackDown. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Give me is my champion. Give me I'm going with my heart instead of my head here for longevity. Give me my number one pick's gonna be Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
Nice. Means I get to build a brand around LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be my first draft pick for my Monday Night Raw. Kendo, pick another wrestler.
Let's see. Give me AJ Styles.
Excellent choice. Dion.
Ooh, Kendo with the surprising second pick. Well, very interesting. Well, since I already got Kevin Owens, this one is a little bit of a reach, but I'm guaranteeing a rivalry here for a long time. Number 2 pick, give me Seth Rollins.
I'm going to take a wrestler that I usually talk shit about, but, I want him on the show because he's big numbers. I'll take Roman Reigns.
I was gonna go with him. I knew he wasn't gonna last past the second round.
Kendo, who's your third guy?
I want Walter or Gunther.
Oh shit, that's a great call. What about you, Dion? Who's next?
Number 3 overall pick, SmackDown brand. Again, you brought up the numbers one. This was my backup in case Roman didn't last to the third round. Give me Brock Lesnar.
All right, Bork Laser's yours. And then my third pick will be... Who do I really like today? And you got some of the better ones. You know what? Give me Rhea Ripley. We got to have women on all the brands. So.
That's a good pick. Good pick.
And I would book her to fight dudes sometimes. I'm not saying she's going to win, but, I wouldn't have her...
Well, you're building for certain storylines. Absolutely. That's smart.
Yeah. And then let's pick one guy who doesn't wrestle in the WWE to flesh out our roster. Kendo?
Braun
They
Breaker.
just have to be alive.
Oh, Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker? Okay. Dion?
Ooh,
and this could be from any... It could be from any promotion in any time period as long as they're still alive.
Any promotion, any time period, still alive. To bolster out my. Are we getting them in their prime?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Relatively speaking, remember when I said that I was gonna go for? I lied. Just kidding. But because he's not alive anymore. But give me Booker T, 100%.
I knew you were gonna pick Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Hulk Hogan because he's gonna make the show that much better.
Ooh, you're going with a wash-up old model, buddy.
No, in his prime Hulk Hogan, 1986 Hulk Hogan.
That's a risky still in today's if you're building the show now.
Well, I just want the guy that helped form the Rolling Stones, invented the ice cream cone, and the phonograph. I want Hulk Hogan to invent wonderful new technologies and space travel on my WWE Raw Monday Night programming. So that's why I'm choosing Hulk Hogan, because he's the greatest inventor in history. He's the world's greatest cook. He invented the shopping cart. Hulk Hogan is the greatest of all time. And I'm thankful to have drafted him to Monday Night Raw.
That's a hard thing to argue against, buddy.
I kind of want to kind of build on this idea right here. I'll give you guys a little bit of a swervitude.
Okay.
Why don't we build our own feds? No.
Elaborate how we would do that, Kendo.
So we get to pick. All right. So we take our 3 brands, and you can pick anybody off those rosters like we'd started, and then we build a card and let the audience just vote on whose card they think is the best.
All right. Would you write that down? And
it's a good idea. Goddamn.
Start to facilitate that just a little bit, because I got the T-shirts and a bunch of other shit that I will lose track of that. But that's a really good idea.
What I will do is, I'll sit down tomorrow when I got some time, and I'll just make a 3-column. I'll be like Tony Khan. I'll make my 3-column chart and all those other fucking dweeb-ass things that he talked about how he used to do. But yeah, I'll just shoot you guys a message and be like, who did pick so far? And then we just keep going on the roster. They just have to be current WWE stars or former WWE people that are free agents or work for.
You just beep booped out.
Sorry, but yeah, no, I'll shoot you guys all that, and in a few weeks maybe we can debut our rosters.
Hell yeah, man! It'll be filling in with our brand expansion that we have here at WCBS. Like we always say, folks, there's a lot of new stuff coming. Just be prepared for that.
Oh, and then we could get fucking 2K if we really wanted to, and simulate the matches and put them on Patreon.
We should. I have the game. I have an Xbox that I can record the stuff. I'll take charge of that. So
yeah, because then we could also have cross-branded pay-per-views.
And we can have them line up with the, yeah, we're doing this. We will introduce World Class Kayfabe very soon, folks.
Yeah, the Bullshit Wrestling Federation.
The BWF. Or the BSWF. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we've reached the end of a very nice episode. Hey, I brought up Brian Lape and he's here.
Oh, did you say his name in the mirror 3 times?
Is he like Candyman? What happened?
Yeah. Lapey man.
Come out to play. Now, folks, like we said at the beginning of the show, we have some exclusive new Patreon content coming your way. We have a full extra bonus episode where it's... You know what? Tonight was a lot like last night. I think last night triggered something in us, guys, where we're taking it down a no fucks given path. We'll save the analytical shit for the High Council, where I'll be joined by guest Tom Conkle this week, as well as some others. So be on the lookout for that. Huh?
You say McConkey?
Yes, McClonky. He'll be joining us this week on the channel. I'm going to finalize that, but I did talk about that with him. So join us for another rousing discussion. And, the growth that we keep, or the interesting takes that we have over on the High Council. They're there on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us there every Tuesday. But folks, if you like the fun and sanity that is the highlight of Thursday night, World Class Bullshitters, well then remember to hit that thumbs up button, spread the word, go to your favorite social media platform. Oh, and the love. Always spread the love. That's what we do here.
And the legs.
That's what we do here as well. Dion, keep them closed. But no, folks, just share.
Keep that lo mein to yourself.
Yeah, bro, you keep your lo mein. I'll be happy without it. I've already eaten. I had pizza for dinner. I'm happy.
No one wants your cheesecake.
Damn it. Keep your goddamn cheesecake, Dion. You created something special here, buddy.
Loved it. Loved it.
He made his mark.
Thank you, Dion. Oh, God. The world is a funnier place.
Yes, folks. If we can get "Thank you, Dion" trending or on the chat, maybe try to get it trending on the X. Let's do that.
Yeah. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, deserved.
Well, there's a lot that's deserved. Well, folks, one last time, go to stealingsolo.com to get yourself a copy of the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs. It features us. If you enjoy the show, then you're going to love the book. But if this is your first time and you're like, I kind of want to buy a comic book, but I don't know if I'll be back, trust us, you can enjoy the comic book without ever having watched or heard of WCBS. It's the universal tale of what happens when something you love gets destroyed, and it drives you a little sad. Or a little mad, depending on how you look at it. So remember, Stealing Solo answers the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? It's been called Laugh Out Loud Funny, it's been highly successful, and folks, it's almost gone. So be on the lookout for, oh my God, we got hashtag thank you Dion over on X right now. Let me go.
God damn it, I gotta go retweet this shit.
Yeah, let me go retweet this shit.
I fired that baby up. We got thank you Dion going. So folks, if you're on the X, and you should be because it's turned into the degenerate cesspool it was always meant to be, go ahead, find me at Coach Kendo Slice and give me, a like, a retweet, hash brown, thank you, Dion. There you go.
I can go for some hash browns. Our friend Adama, thank you very much for this generous super chat. He says, hey, guys, I don't even know how to start asking a question after what's happened tonight. Well, here goes. If you're stranded on a desert island and you only have a CD player, build a 10-rack CD.
A 10-rack CD? Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I butchered that
10-track CD. So we got 10 songs.
I mean, you do this at the end of the night, really?
This is a good one, though.
It is a good one, but it's like it
it's
takes
one that needs some time to marinate and think
I'm
about.
opening up my YouTube Music right now. That is not a promotion because I pay for this shit. Fuck.
I'm opening up my Spotify right now. That's not a promotion because I pay for that shit too.
Yeah, same here. I got to open up mine as well.
Do I have access to my most listened to songs? Man, this is going to be hard. I only can listen to 10 songs.
Is.
Well, I guess I got to throw Everybody Wants to Rule the World on there. That's easy.
Ah, damn it.
You can pick this. You can pick.
Yeah, we can pick the same songs, man. We're not picking like, oh, I picked it, you don't get it. No, man.
Yeah, I'm
picking. No, fuck you. You don't get to listen to it. I'm bogarting the good music.
Stealing the sound waves.
I'm definitely taking that for sure.
Let's see, that's one for me.
God, I might open up a fucking Google Doc and like and write it and then delete it once we're done.
Maybe that's what we could do is like we could pick a couple songs now, but then so Adama doesn't get short-dicked, we can just each come up with our list for next week's episode.
Yeah,
well, let's do this.
First thing we read then.
How about we do it this way? So we don't shortchange him. Let's give him a 10-track CD that we've all built, the four of us, so that'll go quick, and then we'll each have our own individual one, and we'll turn this into a little segment.
Okay. Or
Because
make an
if you
entire
are
video
stranded
clip
on a
about
desert
it.
island, that'll cover everybody. So I guess we got to have Roadhead by Dale Jepsen and the Nighthawks.
Yeah, Roadhead. So we'll have everybody who wants to rule the world. Roadhead.
Bustin'.
I'm glad you picked Bustin'.
I don't know. I feel like I can get tired of that one.
That's fair.
You mean you're gonna get tired of busting? Come on now, Kendo.
No, the fucking never mind.
I would also say I want to throw the Rickroll on there just to fuck with you guys, but I like
We
that
could
song.
we could just put.
I mean,
I would be
if
fine
you
with
want,
that.
If you want us to kill each other on the desert island, that's fine. We can do that too.
Axel Foley theme's got to go on there then.
Yeah,
Yay.
sure.
I'm glad we all agree.
Highway to the Danger Zone, or else
Yep.
I'm fucking
Ooh, that's a
drowning
good
everybody
one.
on
That's
that
a good
island.
Put Thriller on there.
Yep, Thriller's
Yeah.
got to go on.
I kind of want us to waste one track on something terrible, so we always have that one song that we skip.
You are my road. You are my
Well, what
road.
about Space Olympics? We could put Space Olympics by the
my
Lonely
God.
Island on there. We all like that one.
Your name will echo in the halls of the universe, Kendo.
Yeah. All the oxygen has run out.
And someone who will not be named accidentally hit self-destruct. As we file to your escape pods, I'll distract the alien hordes. When I stare death in the face, I know my sins will take me to hell. I do it for the love. There you go, I'm done.
Regulate. Let's put Regulate on there. Warren G.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I will regulate.
Because if that would actually go on my actual 10-track CD if I had it to myself. I put Regulate.
You're not going to have
on there.
Dancing with Myself on there?
I do like
Probably not. I do like that song quite a bit, but I don't think I'd put that on there. I'd rather, have Regulate.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good song. That might make my top 10 as well.
I have a terrible idea for the track we skip.
What?
Mambo number 5.
Oh, God. Yeah, I never want to hear that song. Or Smooth by Santana.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's
yeah.
another one.
When I get really drunk, I love that song. But with sober, no.
I heard it enough in 1999, okay? I'm
Yeah.
done.
Here's my thing
Did
with
you
that.
know?
Yes.
If it was just the guitar, I would be fine. Because I could listen to Santana play music all fucking day. It's fucking Rob Thomas fucking croning over there fucking
Rob
like
Thomas from
alfalfa
Rock
with his
Hudson?
balls kicked. Because I
Are
fucking
you sure
hated.
this is the right Rob Thomas? Do you mean the Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20?
Yeah, I fucking hated Matchbox 20 when I was younger too.
When you were 20?
Shut up, Rob Thomas.
Yeah, I mean when I was 20, they were still around, and I still didn't fucking like them.
Oh, well, I was just thinking of a Goo Goo Dolls song. I was like, oops, that's
God,
not
that
them.
fucking band. Jesus.
I could tolerate them; they're okay.
Iris was a good song.
Let's see.
Yeah, got the reference.
We could put a Britney Spears song, and we'll just definitely know it's time to skip it.
Yeah,
God.
no, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't weird that we were into her.
Like, in a different way than, like, jamming out the Oops, I Did It Again.
Christina Aguilera, Jessica Simpson, and the Pink Ranger. We all had those feelings.
Kimberly
Yeah.
Joe Johnson. Oh, no, not Kimberly. Was it Stacey
Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo
Johnson.
Johnson.
Amy,
Well, we're going to do our Mount Rushmore of movies. We should do our Mount Rushmore of, like, 90s crushes. That'll be... There you go.
Yeah, that could work. How many tracks are we up to? Do we get all 9 or 10 of them yet?
I got a name for our track, or our CD.
What
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
called "We're Gonna Fucking Die on This Island by Ourselves"
No.
mix.
Now that's what I call Bullshit Volume 1. Each week we'll have
Yep, I like it.
Well, here's
I
the
like
thing.
it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You say that. You know we can make our own like our own thing on like Spotify or whatever, right?
We should do that. We should put
Just
all...
saying.
After we do this list for next week, we should have a Spotify checklist or playlist that you guys can go and check out.
Yeah.
We could do that. Like, we could have like, is there a way we can have like the channel and have each of our own playlist on there? Or
yep.
Is that like...
We can do that too. We can make playlists for each of us. We can make the channel playlist as well. We can have it all in our links in our bio, so it'll all be there.
Well. I think that's a great idea. We should do that.
Yeah, we'll do that too. So.
All right, Nick, I'll have to have you do this since I don't know how to use Spotify.
Yeah, man, I'll do it. Don't worry. Just as long as I can get everybody's songs, it won't be a problem.
Guitars Cadillacs by Dwight Yoakam. Put that on my list. Fucking love that song.
I'm just trying to think of those perennial songs that I always want to rock out to that aren't like theme songs. I'm going to be very picky. It's like, I don't want a half of a soundtrack from Star Wars or something.
No, you don't want that.
But I might listen to the theme from Rawhide from the Blues Brothers.
That's not bad. I'm with you. I'm not like a country person or whatever. That I would listen to.
I love that bar. They play both types of music, country and Western.
They do. I fucking love it.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a nice, tight episode. You got anything else you'd like to say before we put this baby to bed?
Yeah, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a wonderful episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like it and you leave a comment as well so we can grow even further. And for the love of God, do not touch Dion's lo mein or cheesecake.
Yeah.
Unless he asks you to.
Dion, I want to thank you for making the strangest food analogy in history, and I'm hungry for both lo mein and cheesecake, and it's only 10:58, so I can get both. So I think I should go get both.
I got like 3 of them on retainer. So
you got like 3 of them on retainer?
Metaphors.
Oh, there we go. Chumbawamba tub thumping for track number 10.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, we'll be singing when we're winning.
But
pissing the night away, baby.
Oh God, yeah. Well, if you want to send the tracks either to in the group chat or whatever, I'll make sure to copy them down and make those playlists, and then we can put them on the
Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers.
Write this shit down. Make a fucking Google Doc thing.
I'm writing that. I'm writing down to write down the track, so I'll get us a Google Doc.
I will forget all about this by tomorrow.
Well, it's a good thing I have your phone number and I can get a hold of you because I'll just blow up your phone all day. It's fine. It's fine.
Busy. It is game day.
Well, you'll get a bunch of annoying text messages because of this. It's fine. You'll live.
All right, I'll message you during the 10-second breaks while I'm talking to the coach in the headset, telling him what.
That's entirely fine. That doesn't have to be done. Doesn't have to be done like tomorrow, as long as it's done soon.
By next Thursday.
Yeah, by next Thursday, man. That's it.
I'm gonna shoot to have the lo mein shirt ready too.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, yeah, I can get if everybody can send me their 10 songs, I can make the playlist by next week. It's not gonna be a big deal.
And now, Nick, if you have the same song 10 times, aka Snow by Informer, I'm gonna be very, very impressed. A little pissed off, but hey.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did I tell you my grandma accidentally bought that album when she was trying to buy the Macarena?
No, but that sounds like an amazing story.
That's why I had that album as a kid, because she's like, I bought the wrong one and they wouldn't take it back, so I had it.
Hey, man, it's fine. I think it's a better choice.
Yes, so this was a great episode, folks. We had a lot of fun, and we'll be back next time with more. Like I said, over on our Patreon page, we will have the License to Kill commentary, as well as a bonus podcast episode where we talk about all sorts of different things up there for you this weekend.
And next week we will have the WCBS official 10-track playlist, along with 10 tracks of our individual playlists as well, on Spotify in our links, if you guys are interested to listen to that. So we'll have that next week for everybody. So, yeah. Good night.
And folks, get back to sending us emails so we can read this shit at the end of the show. I miss fan mail. We have the email. It's worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.com. And you can contact us there. So from all of us here at World Class Bullshitters, thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.